Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Pastor Morris, it is a great evening indeed.
We had a wonderful evening yesterday. I got a call from the US today.
Oh, yes.
And they told me they really enjoyed the cricket. So we had a wonderful night last night.
Yes, it was indeed.
And tonight promises to be a very excited, full of good cricketing abilities. And of course, the power of the game is in the mind.
Yes, and tonight we have two powerful teams, NOUVELLE and Mount Olive. Yeah. One will go, one will stay.
And that is always the heartbreak in knockout competition.
Yes.
Your quality doesn't mean anything that night. It's winning the game.
Winning the game. So we in for a treat. And tonight, Pastor Morris, we have a very special gentleman here with us. Okay? And then to show you the value of our tournament, and then he's supporting our tournament. And remember, he had already contributed an amount to the tournament. And he's here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking of none other but our Minister of Sports, Honorable Kenson Kazame. Let us welcome him.
He's not in Dubai. He's not in Dubai.
Not in Dubai. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Good night, everybody.
Yes, sir. Good night. We are happy to... Go back a little because
Go back? Okay. Yeah.
Right. We are happy to have Honorable Kenson Kazame with us tonight. So just a few words, sir. In terms of the tournament so far, and then what you feel, and then also you have Grand Riviere, Mount Olive from your constituency playing tonight. So tell us now.
Obviously, I had to make a special effort to attend tonight. The area is an area that is very dear to me, and of course, when you have cricket, I mean, it's lovely cricket, and Balata playing field is one of the playing fields that seem to host a lot of the games right now and that sort of thing. So I want to see a very good game tonight. I won't be able to stay for the entire game, but I wanted to take in as much as I could on our Independence Day. Of course, two very good teams, and I hope the best team wins, and I hope that is Mount Olive.
All right, thank you very much. So we want to thank you again for showing the support, not just simply by word, but then you usually come to our matches even before you were a minister, and then now that you're a minister, we appreciate that, because usually after persons get to that position, they say they are very busy, they don't have the time, but then you are here with us, so we say thank you very much. So any final words to the public out there?
Absolutely. I think this is a very good competition. The fact that we carried live speaks volumes about the organization of the tournament. It's a tournament that I've always given the attention because of how well organized it is. And of course, some of the quality of play, even in tip ball cricket, you still see some of the best players St. Lucia have to offer right in this tournament. And so I just want to encourage everybody to give out the best. Have a very, very good night and happy independence.
Thank you very much, Honorable. Let's put our hands together for Honorable Kenson Kazame. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate your coming.
Good having the minister here,
yes,
and good hearing him. I mean, when we have public figures show up at our games to give support, there is nothing more rewarding,
yes, sir,
than our organization.
And over to you now for the short devotion.
For our short devotion, we will consider a passage in Proverbs that talks about patience, being patient. Viktor Korchnoi, the Russian chess player, champion for almost 2 decades, would sit at a table with his opponent and for a whole day would make one move. Victor would think about the next 6 moves his opponent would make before he make just one move. Patience is important. It's important that we learn to spend time and analyze our position in the things of life. You should never take anything for granted. But remember the wise words found in Proverbs. The man that learns to keep his mouth will keep himself from trouble. Young men, ladies, and those of you who are hearing me anywhere around the world, you have the power to solve all your problems in this life, only if you are patient. May God bless you. Be patient. Let us pray. We thank you, Father, for a good day, the promise of a good night, the promise of a good cricket game. Thank you for youthfulness and the ability to play a sport. Protect us on this field of play, and may we all have fun enjoying a good game tonight. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. And let the game begin, ladies and gentlemen, right now. So it's the Cepal Holding Adventist Premier League Chaz Knockout Tournament. And then we are into the second round, well, the third round. And then we are getting ready, Pastor, to swing into action. Umpires we have tonight, the umpires are Mr. Glenn Ariste and Mr. Dennis Leo, better known as the King.
It's good to have sponsorship in anything that you do today. We believe in sponsorship and with scholarship.
Yes.
We believe in sponsorship and scholarship. And tonight we must really recognize Cepal Holding for their contribution, in contributing towards this game tonight. Thank you very much, Mr. Cepal, and for all your concrete needs, call Mr. Cepal. Well, his number is not here.
Yes, Daniel Cepal. Yes,
Cepal,
we'll give you the number in a while.
Cepal
or Jenna
Holding.
Cepal, yes, or Cepal Holding.
Yeah, for all your...
And they will take care of all your needs.
All your concrete needs,
yes,
at a price that you can afford. And that's the best thing about it.
Right.
At a price that you can afford.
And hear that, Pastor Morris, now. Now, after you have done that, and then you want to order your things, maybe in China, Japan, wherever, any part of the world, our premier sponsor, Mr. Eaglefrit, Mr. Jabatis, you just give him a call. Leslie Jabatis, Eaglefrit.
So we're not only providing you with good cricket, but we are providing you with a total package. How you can get your house bill and how you can get your car from Australia or anywhere around the world. We are. Let's get the teams for tonight.
Yes, so we have here now Mount Olive, Pastor Morris. We have now Irvin Isidore, Anil Charles, Uranius Charles. Uranius is the father, Anil is the son. We have Kerrick Victor, Selwyn Boyce, and Selwyn, he's the man to look out for because he has had 2 man of the match so far.
Wow.
Okay, so he's on fire. We have Shaquin Prudent, we have Shadrach Theodore, Micah Jones, Fayan Moise, Shem Alexander, and Jeremiah Prescott.
I must say Mount Olive is well led by Iranius Charles over the years, and he has a young team, and he really glued them together, and they play good cricket together.
Yes, and then for Nouvelle, we have the captain, the international Brian Calix.
Yes.
We have Javi Dalso, Royce Paul, a very talented young cricketer. Malcolm Monrose, he had a half century already, look out for him. Tonya Simon, a national cricketer, he also has a half century. We have the famous Georgie St. Math, okay, the veteran.
Yeah.
We have Anthony Adler, we have Desni Gidhari, we have Jehan Buddha, also we have a great Marius Isidore, and Marius Isidore has a 6-wicket haul. We also have Dave Plummer, and we have Vernon Stephen. And let me tell you also that tonight, Pastor Morris, the live stream is being brought to you by St. Lucia Insurances. Wow. Yes. St. Lucia Insurances. For all your insurance needs and so on, whether it be vehicle, life, whatever it is and so on, you go down to St. Lucia Insurances. As for Mr. Malika or Mr. Marius or the others, and they will take care of all your insurance needs.
I can vouch for that. I am associated with that insurance company. Well, here we're ready, and the first ball is right up into the block hole dug up by the left-hander. I'll give you the feel in a minute. The players are out there. Umpire is standing with this lad's floppy hat, and there's no clear detail what the plans are in the field placing. It's evenly spread right across.
So we have Micah Jones, Pastor Morris, the opening bowler, and then he's bowling to Tonya Simon. Tonya Simon is opening with Desni Gidhari.
So Gidhari and Tonyas?
Yes, 2 young men. Tonyas Simon, as we said originally, persons who may not know, he is from the small community of Monsizo, that's near Jackmel.
Yes, right.
Okay, he happened to be my cousin also, Pastor Morris. Your cousin too?
Yes, comes in. That is work off the pad, but there's a man in the lug galley there, so there is no run. I've noticed this bowler is pitching up the ball, and it's always wise to pitch up the ball against players and early in anybody's innings.
Yes.
The good batters, the heavy hitters will destroy you if you can let them get under the delivery. But it's good to come up as far as you can. Hey, bowls again. and he comes forward
Oh.
eloquently, bat and pad close together.
So far, he's on point. He's bowling very well up to the batsman and keeping him in check, because Tonius Simon is a batsman who can go with you if you give him anything loose. So if you realize, the bowler is actually very tight.
He bowls, and that one is almost full, and then he pushes it to shot to mid-on. Almost a cover like. So we have wideish mid-off cover. What is a gully or even a cover point, and then we go to the other side of the field where a man just square there, almost close to the umpire. The bowler comes in. Oh, again.
Outside the off stump.
Yeah.
He made no contact, and that's a very good over so far.
Very good over.
Excellent over. Maiden over.
Maiden over.
Maiden over. What a way to start. Mount Olive, they seem to be on fire. They look very energetic. Okay, you can see that they're moving with life. They are encouraging each other, and then they have gotten a very good start.
Very, very good start. Remember, in the nature of the game today, the first 6 over, when all the fielders, or except 2,
Right.
must remain up within the circle, it's the opener's opportunity to hit over the top and get as many runs as possible.
So the bowler now, second bowler.
From the southern end?
Yes, that's Anil Charles.
Anil seems to have a long run up.
No, he's a spinner.
Oh, where is Anil? But he's...
Just by the umpire.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I was
you're looking at the
man
fielder
at long on there.
Long on. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a very good spinner. Sometimes he will leg spin, sometimes he would mix it and so on. But then he can be very effective and dangerous.
Okay, that's Charles.
Yes, Anil Charles.
Okay, Anil. Okay, well, this is.
And they're going for a quick single.
Out there. Oh, the ball was played just down, just to mid-on. And both fielders, they were not sure who was supposed to pick up the ball.
Yes.
And finally, the single was taken.
Right, and then the throw also was a little wide, and then so the batsman was very comfortable in taking the single at the end.
Yeah, that was not made on, that was just behind the batsman there, just in a leg gully position. So for the left-hander, a gully comes in.
Yeah, gully comes
for
in.
For the flash.
Yes, you have almost like a fly slip. All right, you have backward.
So here is Charles. Bowls, shot of a good leg, and beaten aside the off stump.
And then
that was faster.
Yes, and then you have Uranius Charles, the veteran, who is keeping right up, and then he is sharp for a veteran.
Again,
listen,
and he plays it down, and the man is just there for that.
That could be a run out. Oh,
misfield. A run out. Again,
yes,
indecisive in the running. You run after the ball have passed the field.
Right. Or probably what they did, because since the ball was going slowly to the fielder, they decided they're going to take the chance.
Yeah. But he was in the circle, and that would have always possessed some kind of difficulty if he had picked up the ball. But he did not. That's what pressure do. He took his eye off and just took a look at the wicketkeeper, who was asking him for the ball, and he just knocked off his hand. Charles, given air, driven, cover, stops it.
And so far, as we said earlier, Pastor Morris, the Mount Olive team, they look very sharp. Apart from just these 2 misfields where they waited for the ball, but then so far, they're looking
that
like...
short of a line, that should have gone, and the umpire signal wide. Is that the first run for this afternoon?
No, the score is 3.
3.
There are 2 singles already, and this is the first wide for...
Yeah. Well, the umpire
for the match so far, yes.
Arms extended to be sure that the scorer notices him.
Yes.
And that's important in the game. So what we are looking at, a really even field, and you really don't have an idea what the bowler is doing, whether he's favoring to bowl off stump or leg stump. So I'm really not sure what the plan is there. But let's see, a stronger leg side field than an offside field. And he is bowling, is it leg spin or off spin? Outside the off stump, and he signal wide.
Wide again, so that's the second wide. So remember I told you that he bowls on both sides, either the off spin or the leg spin, or sometimes he will just push a faster one to you.
He comes again. That is slapped down, but there is a man out long and pick it up, and there's one more. Just one. Charles.
Okay, so the score now move on to 5. Pastor Morris.
Yeah. Bounce the ball from hand to hand. catches from hand to hand. And he comes in. Ball push it through, down the leg side, another wide.
It's another wide.
The
So
bowlers
that's
must
three
learn.
wides so far in the over.
The bowlers must learn to be accurate, because when you bowl a wide, it's actually an extra over. I'll explain that. Come, shot, and that should have got the edge on his drop. Did it carried?
It appears that it carried from our vantage point here.
Yeah, it may have just fallen his boot. He was not going down, and here you see the captain, the wicketkeeper, is really suggesting be aggressive.
Yes.
Yeah, he's saying be aggressive, and he's pulling him up. So that must be, probably fell just short of the.
Maybe just short of him.
Just short of him, yeah. Not a best over, not a good, not a great over, but
it was still good because, I mean, apart from the three wides and so on, 2 singles, so the score now is 7.
At the end of the day, if your team bowls 12 wides, that is 2 extra overs and 2 overs to score runs. You know, to get 12 runs and get 2 overs, 2 extra, so the match changes from a 20 to 22 against you.
That is the disadvantage of bowling the wides, and sometimes the teams do not understand that.
Down the leg side, wide,
And then
from the nuke bowler.
so Micah Jones is back bowling his second over, and then the first ball in the second over, it is a wide. We have umpire Caro, who is a very
Efficient.
very efficient
And
umpire.
businessman-like.
Yes, and very consistent also.
Here's our bowler, ball. And that is work of the pad. That is going to beat the man there. It's going to run into the boundary. The field seems to be very good. It's into the boundary for 4. Lovely shot up the pad.
Just simply use his wrist.
Again, I was emphasizing, we're not sure where the bowlers are to bowl here, because the field does not indicate the preference of the captain. And so it was pitched into the pad, and there was room. He woke up the pad, and it just galloped into the boundary.
But that was a very good shot. It was well played.
Very good
I
shot.
mean, he timed it well, used his wrist, and just simply flick it off his pad and into the boundary.
Here he comes again. Full outside your stump, but stop at cover. Gully. Again, they were attempting a run, and the return comes in. The bills are down, but the umpire just ran to replace the bills. No harm done. The game is taking a little time to pick up.
Yes, yes.
I think both teams are sizing up each other.
That's what they're doing.
In a boxing game, first, second round, still sizing up. Both work that off the pad again. Just one. The man at square leg pick it up and throws a lovely return into the safe gloves of
Irenaeus
Chaz, the captain.
Yes.
Ball goes down via mid-on into the hands of the bowler.
And so far, Pastor Morris, I can say we are seeing sensible cricket
Very sensible cricket.
being played. So the batsman is using cricket knowledge.
That's right.
You don't just go and then try to hit at everything, and then
Right.
you're not sure how the wicket is playing and so on. So he's actually trying to understand how the pitch is playing, and then he will go.
Comes in balls. Pitch up on the pad. Down the leg side. Good ball. And he missed him there too, because there are no fielders down there. That's a bad line to bowl.
Yes, yes.
Very bad line to bowl. I must commend our caterers here. The pitch is playing very well. It has been all week.
Oh yeah, so far the pitch is
Ball,
doing well.
and he hit that over mid-on, and they come for single. And straight
Direct hit, and
he would have been in definite trouble.
Yes, yes.
Again, the running here between is that not Mount Olive, batting side.
Bonneuville?
The running from the Nouvelle team
Yes.
is not good at all. They must do something. I think there have been more run-out opportunities than anything else.
And what happened is that because of the Mount Olive teams, they are so energetic, so they put them under pressure now.
But work that off the pad again beautifully. Oh, magnificent.
Oh, what a stop.
Oh, great stop down there. The ball was woke up the pad again, and the man just at short fine leg, they just move across and threw himself full length like a goalkeeper, saving a penalty. And he stopped it with his right hand.
So this has taken us to the end of the third over, Pastor Morris. 15. And the score now is 15 without loss.
Is it lunchtime or supper time? I noticed the scorers are having a...
Oh, the scorers.
Having
Our
something.
international scorer here, that is Miss Preville. She just left the Prime Minister's T20 tournament. And then from that, she came straight here to undertake her responsibility.
You see her every night
volunteerism.
delivering the man
Yes.
of the match. She's very committed to APL, and we are so thankful for her professionalism and consistency. Again, that is pushed to made on.
Yes.
Pick up.
Anil Charles again, his second over.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at Anil Charles. Look at his style. Here he comes. He gives it air. He's growing confident now. He was a lot faster in the air, but now he's pushing it. He's looping the ball. So what is going to happen when you loop the ball more, the ball is going to turn. But you must have the control. There's no room for error, and that's a short one that's pulled away. It's going to run away into the boundary. No, it does not. The heavy grass on the outfield helped, and the return comes back. Good, right over the bill. Good return.
Very good cricket indeed. Very good cricket to stop the ball close to the boundary, and also the return, as you said, right on the bill. So Anil Charles, for this ball, it was a little too short because, as you said, he's holding back on the pace. So which means now he has to be accurate in terms of the...
Shot again, back and cut it. He gets, that is going to run into the boundary. Yes, it does.
Yes.
Oh, that is off an edge. Run past the vacant slip into the boundary at long on for 4.
And this side of the field, it is very quick, and then it is like a little decline. So then the ball now will go quickly to the boundary on this side.
Well, you must really score runs with your ability, not if somebody has ability. Don't look at how somebody else back to score runs.
Yes, sir.
You have to comes up both and he push it again straight to the man, just behind. Well, that's a left-hander or the right-hander. Sometimes,
Yes,
just
that's
behind
Tony
square.
Simon batting still.
Yeah.
Yes.
Charles. Run it down straight to the man, but the ball is moving slow. He's attacking the ball.
That was a delicate shot, just a dab.
Yeah. Simon plays for Central Castries, I think? South Castries,
yes. And then he also played for St. Lucia.
Yes. He got a good 50 at Darren Sammy. He's a very competent player, and it's good to have them in the APL. They really make the cricket here more easy on the eye.
Oh yes, oh yes.
It's like what we got from the batsman last night. What's his name?
Yes, Jason Simon. Simon, yes.
Simon got 95, and nobody from his camp told him.
But here is Pastor Morris. The time he got out, that should have been a 6. But then the tallest man on the field, that is, what's his name again, from Augustine. Right? Yes, Kevin Augustine.
Here is the bowler. Down the leg side, push again by Simon. Intelligent cricket.
Yes.
No maiden balls. Let's just keep on rotating the strike. 1-on-1.
So what happened now, Pastor Morris, was that, I mean, you should have seen, I mean, that was an IPL moment.
Yeah, I was there. I was there.
Yes, you're right. You saw that, okay?
I was close to it. I was one of them.
So that would have taken him to his 100.
Yeah. But it was just the 13th over. If somebody from his camp had said to him, you are 95, he would not have played that shot. Come, but outside your stump in for the drive, but hit it into the ground. You hit the ball in the ground when the ball is too slow and you are too fast. Right. It depends, yeah.
So Michael Jones continues. He's into his 3rd over.
And I must say the bowling has been good.
Yes, yes.
And I must say also the batting has been as equally good.
Oh yes, good cricket all round.
Yes. Bowls. Bowling, played on. Played on. Outside of the stump, he in for that slash. And the bat was not straight. We look for more power with a cross bat. And in playing the shot with the cross bat, the bottom edge was found. And he dragged the ball onto the Midland leg stump.
Okay. All right, so Gid Harry.
So Mount Olive, first blood.
Yes.
First blood. First wicket is down. And it's good to know. It's always good to know that you have got the first wicket.
Yes.
It's good for the fielding side. And
going in now is Royce Paul, a very talented young cricketer, under 15 national cricketer also. All right, and by now he's what, under 19? All right, under 19. And then we first close to us now, Pastor Morris, is a young man, Elcock.
Oh, I know
yes,
the well.
He's there watching the game, and then this is a powerful young man. Listen.
He played for St. Lucia under 15 last year.
St. Lucia, Windward Islands also, and then he will make the West Indies youth team.
Ball, and that is dug out, well caught at second slip. What is
that was a
slip?
Ground ball?
Yeah, off the ground, but well caught at second slip. What's not well, that's more fourth slip like. No, let's get the fielding well there. There's a leg. This guy who is behind, from here, he appears to be at first slip, but he's not first slip. He's in a leg slip.
Yeah, leg slip.
Leg slip position.
Yes.
And so the guy who caught the ball momentarily was
almost like a girly position.
Second slip. Yeah. So from here, the field look
And then you
Oh,
have,
but
you have point,
but
you have cover, you have...
yeah, it's working for the
Lead off.
team. They are bowling straight. Comes in bowls. After they are down.
Oh. Did you see that take from Mr. Charles?
Yes.
Yes.
You can hear the ball cannon into the glove.
Oh yes, and then just simply whip off the bills.
Yeah, it was a play, yeah.
That is excellent
We
cricket.
have a
indeed.
lot of
Excellent
young
cricket.
cricketers in St. Lucia at the high school level. But after high school level, the club system in St. Lucia is so poor
Right.
and poorly organized that we don't get hold of them. We lose them in the crowd. And a lot of these guys could have gone far
Right.
if there was management in their lives.
That's what.
Yeah,
And we'll
but
talk
they-
about that in a while. But
Yeah.
then just to pause now, Pastor, to say 5 overs. After 5 overs, it is 23 for 1. And then just to pause a while now to say again, the Cepal holding Chaz Knockout Tournament. Tonight's stream match, the stream event now is being brought to you live by St. Lucia Insurances. As we said, whatever your insurances needs are, you just simply give them a call. Mr. Malika, Mr. Marius Isidore, any of the persons down at St. Lucia Insurances. Give them a call and they will take care of your needs.
They will fix you up. I can tell you, they will. Also, don't forget Mr. Cepal Holding for all your concrete need at a price that you can afford. Go talk to Mr. Cepal, Danny. And,
Yes. And
he
then-
is
and-
patient, a wonderful human being.
And the manager, Jenna, also. And then it probably you
Next
ask...
ball, and that, down the leg side, woke up the pad. There's going to be one. The man at fine leg just run across, pick it up, and just bubble it back into the wicket keeper.
Yes. So Pastor Morris, there is a possibility based on the items that they have, because they have blocks, they have steel, they do the concrete, they have the cement and everything and so on. They may decide, if you make mention of the Cepal Holding Chaz Knockout Tournament, may decide to give you a % discount or something and so on. So if you go there and then you tell them Cepal Holding Knockout
He comes,
Tournament.
and he pulled that. Oh, that was high on the bat. Did not middle it, more closer to the gloves than anywhere else, and just dropped almost halfway on the pitch. Almost halfway on the pitch. And I must say that Cepal Holding also boasts experience. Comes in both, well pushed.
So we have a change of bowler from the southern end, Pastor Morris. We have Fayan Moise.
Mr. Moise, number 13, carries number 13.
And we are
Tall,
into
well
the 6
built,
over right now.
strong, and he's coming off a long run. I'll count the steps for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that is well played by the young man.
Yes.
Straight to the guy at wideish. Would be a fly slip, girly-like position there.
But I must say, so far from what we are seeing, as you said, Pastor Morris, it is good cricket all round.
Yes.
The batters are playing good cricket, and then we have now the fielders are enthusiastic. They are there, and then they are just simply waiting to see what will happen.
Pitch up, push, good slower delivery. He waited, and then it was right up there. He just could have afforded a dead bat to the ball. So the game is very competitive. I am foreseeing a score of 120 here may be a good score.
Yes.
Ball shot, and that is just played off the body, and the man at leg slip pick it up, toss it to the wicket keeper.
Yes.
And that's the end of the over, the end of 6 overs.
6 overs to the end of the power play.
Yes.
Right, so any score above probably 120, 130 would be very competitive. Very competitive. You might not be too safe with it, but it is competitive.
That's right, it is. It is. Doesn't matter who you are playing. Yeah. Still looking out, 6 overs bowl.
Okay, so we have a change of bowler here. Shadrach Theodore
Yes.
coming into bowl.
And Shadrach is coming off a long run. He is coming from the northern end, the bamboo end, the river end. And he's going to be bowling to our young guy. Oh, no, that's the...
That's Tony Simon.
That's Mr. Simon. So Mr. Simon is going to face up.
Okay. So at this time now, Pastor Morris, your comments person will be Jean-Jacques as you continue the commentary.
Yeah, 20 minutes. So,
Thank you very
the
much, Mr.
fielders
Cepal.
are welcome to
Yeah.
Jean-Jacques.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Good night, Pastor Morris.
Ball two. Good night. That's caught. Well caught. Simon flashed at it. Flow to gully where it was well taken. Did you see that?
Yes, yes, yes. Another wicket has just fallen. Nouvelle, I'm not sure what they were looking for, but that was very good. It's very good going past Morris by the Mount Olive team.
It was not a great delivery per se, not a great delivery, but short of a length, and Simon saw runs, but he hit it straight to the man at point, at gully there, at point, excuse me, and he picked it up beautifully.
Yes.
2 down, 1 carries 1, 2 carries 3. You have to be careful in this game.
Yes,
Batting
and
is difficult.
That's a very key player for the Nouvelle team. In fact, they were looking to him to stay and consolidate and ensure that they can get the target score.
But his approach indicated that he knew very well that a lot depended on him. He was so careful.
Yes.
He was so careful. Well, it's history. And a young man has walked to the crease once on the 15th player. Ruben?
Gian Buddha is a new batsman.
Max is Chris, like the great
Yes.
Chandler Paul and Kyron Pollard, where they pick up the bills and slam it into the pitch.
Yes,
using the bat.
we were just told he's a national youth player, played for St. Lucia. So a lot is expected of him this evening as he comes to the wicket and he gets ready to face.
Let's go. Ball, shot, and a wide ball signaled by the umpire. That was a bad delivery. Should have gone. Should have gone. So it's still tense.
Yes,
it's still
very tense. Very tense.
Nobody giving up for each other.
Absolutely. I think
the batting team is going to be under more pressure now that
Yes.
2 wickets quickly fell. Bolt, Aside Assam again on the pad.
Another white ball has been signaled. I think that's 2 evenly matched team, Pastor Morris. Both of them will try to ensure that tonight they win. Because you know how the tournament is, you lose and you out.
That's right.
But 2 evenly matched teams.
Well, let's see what's going to happen. Number 2 runs in. Shot, well pushed.
Yeah,
came across.
Yes, very orthodox looking batsman, gets behind the line of the ball.
So when he pushed that ball, his right foot was on the off stump, and he played that ball in middle stump. So he's really coming across too far and
Mr.
too early.
Theodore,
Yeah.
Shadrach Theodore.
Let's see if we can get some runs tonight. This is good bowling here. Balls, Shadrach, down the leg side, should have carried.
Another wide.
Another wide.
Yes.
And there's nobody down there.
So
And
very packed
yeah.
offside field. Nouvelle would not mind these wides. Certainly it adds to the score. What's the current score? 27 for 2.
That's over number 7.
And over number 7. 27 for 2 in 7 overs.
That's 4 runs for an over. Almost 4. Bold. Well played.
Nice to
good drive. And made on.
Yes, he looks a very orthodox, very competent looking batsman.
So we're in for a good game.
So we have Mr. Buddha.
No, he's off strike.
He's off strike. All right.
Mount Olive have only 1 player out. Everybody else is in the circle. Oh no? No, I will correct that in a while. Bowled. And that is Porsche. Well bowled, but well played also. He played that shot as if he was falling forward.
Yes.
Like he's
Yes,
both of them were national youth players.
Yes, it's nice to see the 2 young persons participating in this tournament.
So they have received their fair share of coaching. Comes in balls. And he hit that straight. That is in the gap.
Fine shot.
Into the boundary for 4.
Yes. Much needed boundary for the Nouvelle team. The ball being hit over the long on-fielder and into the boundary for 4 Pastor Morris.
I was just hinting the error in the field because I told you there were no men on the field. They were not. These 2 guys who were supposed to be on the boundary were really way up. And when you way up, you're not saving one and you're not stopping the boundary. It's either you are way back or you are up saving. Both. Flick up the pad, full ball. That is whipped, but the fielder again had a tumble there. He couldn't pick it up. And
a quick single.
Yeah, quick single.
1 more to the Nouvelle score. It has moved on to 33. 33 after 7 overs.
So I see a lot of captains make this error commonly, that the fielder is nowhere. He's not on the boundary to serve the four, take the catch. And he's not far up enough to stop the single.
Yes, it's a common mistake.
Yeah, yeah. So
Common
either
mistake.
you put him far to take the single, or you bring him up to stop the single.
Yes, yes. Tonight we have the Mount Olive team being led by Mr. Lnostudios. Normally we would see Mr. Lnostudios behind the cameras, commentating and updating persons on what is happening here. But tonight he is actually in the field, competing.
So, who is our bowler? 7 overs completed. Moise?
Moise coming from the southern end.
What happened? This
This ball
beat
beat
the batsman,
wicket
beat the wicket keeper.
Yes, and it has been retrieved from the boundary.
Yeah.
So we see a very packed offsides field, Pastor. It's an indication that the instruction is that the bowler keep the ball on the offside.
Yes, yes. For the first time tonight, we see indication what the line is. And the bowler has done his part in keeping it just outside the stump.
Yeah, the score remains the same. What do you think, Pastor, would be a competitive score on this weekend?
120 runs,
120? 120?
These two
Yes.
teams, yeah.
Well, last night we saw how that score was overhauled. There was some very good bowling there. Yeah. Some good bonks, collected cleanly by the competent Lnostudios who is behind the stump.
Yeah. Simon scored a brilliant 95, but he was dropped twice.
Yeah, that's important to take catches.
Yeah, you must catch the ball. Catches win matches.
Solid defensive shot there
By the young man.
by the two national youth players.
So it's important to catch the ball.
Yes.
It's important to take the run out.
Very well.
It's important that you don't get run out. Balls outside of your stump again, left alone.
Yeah, well taken by
Wicketkeeper.
Mr. Lnostudios behind the stumps.
Very
And
safe hands.
The score remains the same. Currently the score is 33
In the 8th over.
for 2 in the 8th over.
Balls outside of your stump, left alone.
Yeah, that's the end of the 8th over, Pastor. It's the
It's a
maiden
maiden
over.
Now,
Very good
see,
over.
See what happened here. For the first time we noticed an enforced offside field. And the bowlers were asked to bowl outside of the stump. So the bowler running and bowl on a 4th and 5th line. 4th and 5th stump line. And see the difference it made. Immediately changed the game, a maiden over.
Yes. So we are seeing the start of the 9th over.
Okay.
Yes. So
On
Shadrach.
off stump and push back.
Yes.
There's a guy at mid-off shot, almost to the non-striker's end, equal with the stump there. And he may be there for a catch of the off drive. And there we have a cover not too far from him, and we have a cover point. And then we have probably could be a 3rd slip fielder.
Yeah.
So the offside plan is working, is set up. Let's see what happens. And the leg stump works beautifully.
Yes.
Beautiful
So
shot.
It looks from all indication the bowlers intend to bowl very full and push the batters to hit over.
Now when the ball is full, all you have to do is hit through the line. Comes in ball. Bowling! That was well up again.
Yes.
But this time he was high up, high back lift.
Yes, he was bidding
looking
for pace.
to hit
Bidding
that
for
ball.
pace.
But the ball,
And he was comprehensively bowled.
you notice the ball hit the stumps below halfway.
Yes.
It hit the stumps below halfway. Either it yoked him or the ball did not come out. We will have to look at the replay to see exactly what happened.
NOUVELLE have lost another very important wicket. The score is still in the 30s, Pastor. There would definitely be need to try to increase the run rate.
Well, it's only over number 9. Only over number 9. So there's no need to cry out loud. What you need to do is try and face the next 6 over and don't lose a wicket.
There is need for a partnership.
Yeah, hit the odd boundaries, but run.
So
Run as much as you can.
Mr. Dawson, a player that has been scoring runs for them in the past, he has come into the wicket now to face. He's a left-handed batsman. He's one of the all-rounders in the NOUVELLE field side. He's capable of both batting and bowling, Pastor.
Well, he's
So the team is dependent on him to consolidate and to try to increase the run rate.
Well, they have to do something now. This is over number 9. So that means there are 11 overs left. But how many wickets are down? 3 or 4? 3 wickets are down. So you'll have to look at the next 6 overs and see, let's say how many we can get. 30, but we don't want to lose another wicket. It's ball, full, and that is work, but straight to the man there.
Yeah,
and that's
to the full toss.
Yeah.
He should have dispatched that pastor.
Yes, but he just came in his first
tentative,
ball.
I guess. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But just lift it over the infield there, and nobody will stop it. It will run away into the boundary.
So Mount Olive keeps on piling the pressure.
Hey, comes in both. Oh, slow delivery. Oh, beautiful delivery. No, it's not a drop.
Oh, he's beaten outside the off stump.
Bit the wicketkeeper because it was a slow ball and he was pushing forward and you could see him looking for the ball everywhere.
Yes. He was
deceived. The ball just pitched and bounced.
He was deceived.
Past the wicketkeeper.
So we see some variety from the Mount Olive bowling unit. Mr. Chaz have been rotating his bowlers. He has introduced both pace and spin, and so far they've been doing a very good job to restrict the NOUVELLE team.
Very, very, very impressive delivery. The slower delivery. We'll talk about the slower delivery now. In a while, balls again. Oh!
Yeah, that also is
he tried to push this through.
Is
the end of over number 10? And a wicket maiden.
Wicket maiden.
So the international game, we are learning that number 9 completed. In the international game, it's not about speed, but it's about control, variety, especially the slower ball, which Bravo, our Dwayne Bravo, really gave the world. He gave the world the ability to understand how you get a batsman looking foolish in a wicket.
Yeah, so we now have a new over. The bowler, is the same bowler continuing?
Shot outside your stump. Again, 5th line stump. 5th stump line.
Bowler's name, please?
Moise Bowl.
Moise. Fayan Moise is coming in from the southern end of the ground.
Built, strongly built. Ball. Again.
And that ball is right up, Pastor, right up.
It was slower also.
Slower. So we see a lot of variety coming from the bowlers.
Who say the game must always be about muscle?
Yeah.
Intelligence.
Well, a lot has changed in international cricket.
Intelligence plays its role. He comes in bowls, and this is well played, well started by the man at gully. Yeah.
Yes.
Falling over, but had the ball under his control.
Kept the batsman at bay.
Beautiful cricket. Doesn't matter who is doing it. It's good. We'll applaud it. No sides, no favoritism. He comes in bowls. Again into the leg stump.
He's on target.
Leg stump. Again, it was a slower delivery.
Yes. Royce Paul.
Again.
And he's a national player.
So there are 2 guys on the boundary over here, Cow Corner and Long.
Two on the leg side. Very packed offside field.
That is work. And there's a man there almost in a short leg position.
So Moise is bowling wicket to wicket. And so far, he has been able to keep the NOUVELLE batters at bay.
Push that, another beautiful delivery.
That's another maiden over.
Yes.
Yes. 3 overs, Pastor. Only 1 run has been conceded from Moise. That's outstanding.
There's a
3
big
overs,
problem.
1 run. Yes.
There's a big problem in playing leg spinners in the world today. If you look at the world chart, the top 10 T20 bowlers, 9 of them are leg spinners. And you cannot sit or just stand one position and play a leg spinner. You have to move.
4 consecutive maiden overs, Pastor.
Wow. This is a record. I think this should not go by unnoticed. Yes. We have to write it down. This is the only time 4 consecutive 3 consecutive maiden overs have been bowled in any APL competition.
And it's almost bowled.
Almost bowled. Again,
almost
another
bowled.
slower delivery.
Slow ball, yes.
Yes. Another slower delivery.
So, NOUVELLE have found themselves in a hole, Pastor. So the score currently is 33. 33.
Over number 11?
Number 11. So someone has to take the initiative to attack.
That was a faster delivery.
Yeah.
It went through before.
But it was beaten outside the stump.
Before the batsman played.
Yes.
But if you face three, your team face 3 consecutive maiden overs in a T20 game, I mean, you are worse than West Indies.
They will have to take some risks. They will have to take some risks. Some quick singles.
Another faster. That was quick. It was quick. And the batsmen are not sure what to do.
We see the very competent Chaz picking up cleanly behind the stumps.
So we see Mount Olive is really crafting a web around the batsmen that they are unable to get the ball out of the square, off the pad.
And he's wrapped on the pad. And again, there is no run.
Yeah.
The runs have dried up. The runs have dried up faster.
Yes, the runs have dried up. But you still have to be patient. What the teammate is asking for there is throw it or score the run. I don't think that's the best. Slower delivery again, but this went down the leg side. No, it probably came off.
Pad, yes.
Yeah, came off the batsman tie pad. Again, another beautiful ball.
Again, there's no run.
I'm enjoying this attack. I'm actually, the intelligence that is displayed in bowling here is fantastic. It can only be beautiful for the game. Comes in bowl, faster ball, and again.
That's 4 maiden overs.
The end of the 4th maiden over, and please, let us make note of it. This is a record.
So if you were the captain of Nouvelle, what instruction would you give to your players now? Maybe someone should go on the field because you have 4 overs and you have no runs. So something has to happen.
The only thing we can do now, try to stay out of the line of fire. Everybody, get a single, get out of there. It's not your fight. Get a single. Once the first ball you face, get a single. The next man who comes, get a single. Get a single. If you start getting single, the bowler will feel challenged to try something else, and then you may get a bad delivery. He comes in bowl. And that is swing, and no, that's going to go over there, into the boundary.
Oh, that's a brilliant stop. Brilliant stop on the mid-wicket boundary. And they're able to get only 2.
Yeah. When you are taking singles, you are really putting the batsman, the bowler off. You are really challenging the field. So the bowler will have to try something else. And in the process of trying, you could hit him.
It's important to keep rotating the strike. It doesn't have to always be boundaries.
No.
Keep rotating the strike. And you have wicket in hand.
Comes in, bowls. Not outside the fire, that went over the stumps.
That's just short of a length.
Yeah.
You have difficulty negotiating this ball.
I am noticing some of the balls are really bouncing.
I think that is final over for Mr. Moise. Yeah. And he has bowled.
We will need to hear his figures. Balls driven, just 1 bounce, and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6 bounce, and just roll to the man at long, wideish long.
So the score moved on by 1 more to 36. 36 after 12 overs, Pastor.
Wow.
36 and 12.
That's 3 runs and over.
36 and 12.
They would do well to get to 80 from that position.
Yes, someone has to take the bull by the head. Somebody has to try to attack.
Comes in bowls, shot, beaten as some faster delivery.
Yes, I think the quality of the bowling has been very difficult for the Nouvelle team to negotiate.
But you don't always have to hit the ball in front of the wicket. You can work it off your hip, you could run it down to 3rd man, you could hit it. I mean, you could do any amount of things with the ball.
Yeah.
You're trying to hit it, okay, and there's one more. Plays to square leg.
Flicks it off his pads.
Yes, 1. So the long streak of maiden overs has come to an end.
Yeah, but so far, this is brilliant bowling.
Brilliant. I think the batting has a role to play.
Yeah.
Nobody should bowl 4 maiden. No team should bowl 4 maiden overs on a streak. The batting had to play his role.
Again. And he's almost bowled.
Almost stamped out. This one kept low.
So that's the end of the over.
I'm noticing the bounce in the wicket is not what it was last time. The ball could make the difference. The ball could make be the difference.
Yeah. It's about adapting to the conditions.
You have to.
Yeah.
5 runs in 4 overs.
Yeah.
4 overs, 2 for.
No wickets, 5 runs, Pastor. Miss
Wow.
Louise.
That too is a record.
37. 37.
That's the 13th over about to commence.
37. 37.
Yeah, the 13th over.
They're going at 3.08.
3.08 per over. They would need to step up. Fayan
So somebody must really,
for 5.
somebody must inject some energy into this batsman.
Yeah, these are very impressive bowling figures.
Yes. Comes in again, balls, slow delivery. He waited and got it.
And it's a wide.
It's
Signal by the umpire.
Oh, I thought it came off the bat from him.
Yeah.
But it did not.
So one more to the total. The total moves on to 38. 38.
If almost surgical precision,
They would have to target the bowler.
the bowling has taken control of this game. Ball, shot, played off the down to long on, wideish long on, 2 men after it. It's returned, not a great return. The wicketkeeper has stopped it, and the fielder picked it up.
Yes.
So Mount Olive, the tails are up, and they are having a good evening in the field.
Yeah.
They are in control of this game, and they are proving it. They are. Comes in ball. Well, stop
well
again.
stopped.
They come.
Only a single.
Yes, the man at leg slip just dive across, almost went behind the wicketkeeper, and he stopped it, and 1 single.
Yeah, we were just made aware that the first match in the tournament, Bonneville scored 200 plus.
Wow.
Yeah, and now they are playing a different team. It's been very difficult to get going.
It's always a different day. Every day is a different day. Our bowler, we must tell you, bowled 4 overs and had how many maidens? 2 maidens, 5 runs.
2 maidens.
Ball,
Yeah,
pitch full on the pad.
Yes, very full. And Dawson is rehearsing, but have had difficulty getting the ball away.
Yes. I think Dawson must start playing straighter.
Someone needs to take a risk. I think between the 2 batters, someone needs to get more positive. Someone may have to use their feet. They have to take some calculated risk, take some singles.
Comes in balls, again into the pad. So there's a leg stump attack here. And Dawson can't do anything about it.
He looks like he was bitten for pace also.
There are 2 things Dawson is doing that is bad. Number 1, when he comes to turn the ball, he turns his bat, he closes the face of the bat too early. And number 3, he plays around the ball.
He's trying to get the ball on the onside of the field, as you can notice, very
if you're
packed outside field.
If you're going to close the face of the bat, both, and this is push, technically approved manner to the man at Maiden. If you're going to turn the ball, your bat comes in line. Your bat comes in line with the delivery, and then you turn the ball. But he's not doing that. The bat is coming from way gully. Let's take a look at this again. Comes in ball. Oh, outside of the off arm.
Yeah, I think it's a slow ball again.
And he had
Looks like a slow ball, and he was...
a huge swipe.
Yeah.
He was nowhere near the ball.
Another very good over
14?
for the Mount Olive team. So far, the boundaries have not been coming past her.
No boundaries are not.
The singles have dried up.
If you notice, they're not contacting the ball.
And we can see the body language of the Mount Olive team seems to be upbeat. The batters are having difficulty getting the ball away. So we have had a change. We have a change in the bowling. So we are now going to have the introduction of spin again. I think Mr. Pace, yes.
Also a former St. Lucia,
Yeah.
Rhode Island, and West Indies under 15 player.
Yes.
Who is that, Solomon?
So we have Lee Solomon, who will be taking over.
Comes in again. Balls to the young. And
And it's ball.
bowling.
Yes, ball.
It had to happen.
Yes, had to happen. Somebody had to take some risk. But Lee Solomon And Royce Paul makes his way back to the pavilion.
The wicket is not bad. The bowling is very good. So the batsman must find a way. That's their responsibility. Find a way to put runs on the board.
Yes.
Well, here comes Michael Monroe.
Malcolm Monroe.
Malcolm
Monroe
Monroe.
is the new batter. He is coming in to join with Dawson.
In the first match, he scored 82 runs.
In the first
Yes.
match, he should be in
So
form.
yes,
He's got
he's quite
82.
capable.
Yeah.
He has a half century to his name in the tournament so far.
But this is T20 cricket. Why would a man who scored 80 come into bat at number 6?
Well, I guess are decisions that are taken by the team management.
Yeah, we're not
It can
criticizing.
hurt you and it can.
We're not criticizing the decision. It's always amazing. I have learned that not criticizing the decision. It's always amazing. I have learned that you never criticize unless it's completed, because the man come at number 6 and he hit 40. He come at number 2, he score 1. Yeah.
So he's now to face his first ball from Lee Solomon, who is coming from the southern end of the ground. And looks like a wide.
Yes, it is a wide.
A wide.
It appeared that Iranius was busy for a stump out there.
This is a 15th over or the 16th over?
15th.
The 14th over.
14th over.
14 overs.
And umpire signals dead ball. The bowler running in and just stop. I hope he's not a muscle. Well, these guys are too young to pull muscles.
Yes.
So probably he was not
Malcolm
satisfied.
will not have, yes.
He was not satisfied with his run up to the wicket. So he stopped and he's gathering momentum. Comes up from the southern end. Up to the wicket in bowls. Full ball, and that is push. And there should be a single there, and the fielder misfield, and they completed the single.
Yeah. So Malcolm is off the mark. And looks like it's the end of the over, the 14th over. So 14 overs already gone, and the score 44 for 4 after 14.
Wow.
44 for 4 after 14. So
Well,
the hard hitting Malcolm has come in. We expect him to free his arms.
what I have noticed, none of the players of the batting team ever asked for the score. Probably they are keeping a score since we do not have the scoreboard.
Yeah.
You have
Probably.
to keep in touch with the game. You got to know what is happening.
Probably.
Okay.
So
A new bowler,
yes, Shem Alexander.
brother Shem.
Shem Alexander.
Shem would have the responsibility to keep up the good work that is done with the bowlers before
It's
him.
very important to keep piling the pressure.
However, given the status of the game now, the batsmen have no choice but to swing. So he may just come and get a few sticks and you think he's a bad bowler. No, he's not a bad bowler. It's just that the nature of the game has changed. That the batsman must go at the bowling to put a score on the table. And sometimes he could get a couple of wickets, sometimes he could fly in for a couple of sixes also. That is just how the game is played. Very shame.
And it's full ball, right up to the stumps. There's nothing the batter could do about that, Pastor.
I like Shem's action. he got to the stumps, but it was he got up to the stumps very lazy. But however, when his giant arms came out, as if he just catapulted the ball into the stump, into the base of the stump. Very interesting. Let's look at his run up. Here he comes in again. He gets there, slow down, and here's the catapult. Oh, just beat the man at point there, and they get one. Shem
one more to the total.
Shem bowling action, his rhythm is a good. It indicates that he has control of what he's doing.
Yeah, he's a very competent bowler.
Yeah, he's not bursting with peace and anxiety.
But he has good control.
He's control, and I like to see that. It's modern energy, intelligence. That's why young teams don't win championship. We need modern energy. And this is a heave. Bottom edge, and they're going for a quick single.
Yeah.
Oh, he could have been out. He
There's
could
going
have
to
been
be some
out.
overthrow,
And
and
they
it's
got
4 runs,
No,
5 runs.
no, it didn't reach the boundary.
Yes, it didn't reach the boundary.
The umpire signaled
Not
5.
sure what the umpire is signaling.
5.
Yes,
Yes, the umpire signals 5.
Yes. Yes,
Well,
it did.
probably they did indicate that it reached the boundary. So the umpire signaled 5. So that is a blessing in this
So we,
guy.
we move to 49.
So you can't hit a 6, get a 5.
50. 50.
So
So
you
Bonneville
can't hit a
finally
5. You can't hit a 6, get a 5.
Yes.
It's just one less. Harry Shem. Into the path again, playing a wrong. You could look at, put on the glasses, look at the replay. All the batsmen are playing a wrong the delivery. When the ball is straight, you have to play straight. When the ball, you cannot afford to play around the ball. You will never touch that ball. The bat is just 4 inches wide. I forget the circumference of the ball. You must really look at it to get it into the bat. Comes in ball. Bowling!
Ball! Yes, trying to hit that ball over the mid-wicket, and you're just talking about, Pastor, the importance of sticking to the basics.
Yeah.
And he has lost his off stump and his middle stump. So a very dejected Bonneville team.
If you look at cricket teams around the world, international teams, there are not many batsmen because batting is difficult. You could hit a man for 4 consecutive fours, and the 5th ball he bites your edge. You know, you go on. Batting is very difficult. And if you look at and if you look at the game, you would notice that is why West Indies don't have 1 batsman. Australia probably have a couple. India may have 5, and England right now has 1, Joe Root. If you look at, go through the world team, and you would notice how few batsmen there are in the world today.
Yes.
And West Indies is struggling because we don't have batsmen.
So, Pastor, we just witnessed a new batter coming in, Mr. Maurice Isidore. I'll tell him more about him after this ball.
Immediately off the bat, he just may not get the gap there. No, he does not. And he comes for 1. Full ball.
So he's immediately off the mark. Mr. Isidore is one of the senior players on the Bonneville team. A lot to be expected of him this evening.
After 15?
He's also a co-sponsor.
For tonight for Livestream.
Okay. Yes. He is representing St. Lucia Insurances, and he's also a player, and of course he's sponsoring the live coverage of the event tonight.
He has played some fine innings.
So big thank you to Mr. Isidore.
Yeah. He has played some fine innings for his team.
And Mr. Malikan, of course.
And tonight I think they really need him to play his finest innings.
Yes.
There are 5 overs left in the game, and they have just crossed the 50 mark. So to be competitive, they will need another 40 in the last 5 overs.
At least.
At least get to 90, and they may have something to bowl at. Anything
so we see
below
a lot of shuffling around in the field as he gets ready to face Miss Solomon.
Here's the hard hitting. Comes back, coming forward and back. Now this is the first time I've seen a batsman go back. Everybody just standing up play. So this is a different quality we're watching here.
Yeah.
Let us see what's going to happen as he tries to break the shackles. He's just coming from the hut. So there's all kind of information running in his head. The numbers are before him. There are not much runs on the board, and he has to do something about it. He comes in, bowls, and in for the massive drive. Beat the man just at mid-on, shot mid-on, and he gets 1.
1 more to the total.
Rehearsing the shot with all power.
1 more to the score moves on to 52.
So I must admit that Mount Olive has not been under pressure tonight. In fact, they have exerted much pressure on the batting team.
Yeah, they are well led by Mr. Chaz.
Always well led. Here comes our bowler.
Solomon.
Solomon, slower ball, but shot. It will not get to the boundary. It's well stopped.
Good
roll
shot.
over, picked up.
Yes.
And oh, good wow!
Brilliant fielding, but there's an overthrow.
Did the ball hit the stumps or the wicketkeeper hand?
Yes, but apparently he was.
If the ball hit the stumps, that should go up to the third umpire.
Yeah, but
anytime there is a straight hit, the third umpire.
Yeah, but he was in, Pastor. He was clearly in.
You clearly into you because you don't have the bionic eye to see frame by frame. I have seen so many batsmen I say in,
yeah.
And the third umpire say he's out. Shot well pulled. That is going to go into the boundary for 4 more.
A fine shot. So Dawson is trying to break the shackles. He's been there for a while. So I think the time has come for him to open his arms faster.
Yes. Heavy built. family heavily built, and I think he has the power to put that ball anywhere.
So a lot is...
It's just that the bowlers have kept the ball away from him.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. Comes in both. Outside, outside.
Oh, and there's an appeal.
Cut behind.
And yes, the umpire have given him out.
Wow.
Yeah. He is out. Yes. Dawson have been there for a long time, Pastor.
Yes.
Occupied the course a long time.
At one time, after 17 deliveries, he had 2 runs.
Yes, yes. So he managed to score 1 boundary the previous ball, and he was comprehensively caught behind the stump by the competent captain Uranus Chaz.
I'm not saying that Dawson has played bad. It's just that the bowling, he came into a wicket attempt when the bowlers were flying high. And if he had out for 2 after 17 balls, his team would have been in a most precarious position.
So absolutely, Pastor. We have Dave Plummer that has walked out to the wicket with his team in a precarious position. What can he do? Can he be a Carlos Bradford tonight?
Balls.
And
down the leg side, wide.
Wide has been signaled.
Down the leg side, yeah.
So Bonneville need a Carlos Bradford.
Yeah. Bonneville must bat off the overs. When you're losing wicket in any game, especially a 50 over on a T20, you have to consolidate and bat off the overs. In batting off the overs, you can get a few extras on wides. You could get a no ball. When you get out, you cannot add any run. Balls, outside your stump again. You can only score runs out there in the middle. So anytime you are dismissed, you do not have the chance to score. So stay there. Stay there. West Indies played the last 2 ODI tournaments between Ireland and India. They have not been able to bat 50 overs. Again, batting. You must learn to bat. That's where you score runs, in the crease, not in the pavilion. We must tell our boys that sometime.
Yes.
You must stay out there and bat.
So it's the end of another over.
That's a 16?
59 for 6 after 16.
59
59 for 6 after
for 6 after 15.
16.
16. So 4 more overs.
4 more overs.
4 more overs left.
And that's 59. They should try to get at least 25 runs.
Yes.
At least 25 runs. But
well, I think Mr. Izzo have other ideas.
If Marius would face the 16, if Marius would face that 4 deliveries, that 4 overs, 4 sixes, that's 24. Yeah. You can score 25 runs in these 4 overs. You have 24 deliveries to score 25 runs, and that is very easy. Hit the bad balls to the boundary, run the singles against the good ball.
Yeah, so the field has now been scattered. Players have been placed on strategic point on the field. And this one is in the air, and he's out.
Did the square leg, arm is extended, it's a no ball. And just as I was saying, you stay there, you get a no ball. You stay there, you get a couple of wides.
Yes.
And I was wondering.
So free hit?
Free hit, yeah.
Free hit.
That's a free hit. So that's 1 run.
That's 2.
They run?
Yes, they run it, yes.
Okay, so that's 2.
2 to the total.
And we still have 4 overs to bowl.
3 point.
4 overs to bowl.
Yes.
That was the first ball. Okay. And the other thing about bowlers like Shim, they get tired fast. He give you a very good over, and you bring him back to say, give it to us again, and he goes everywhere with the ball. I've seen that happen to so many of the senior players in the tournament. No training. You
so
have to.
Dave will face a free hit.
Oh, he misses it. Hit his gloves, and
he misses.
Yeah. Good comeback delivery from Shem.
Yeah.
Very good comeback.
He has redeemed himself.
Yes. So, taking a look at the ball, Shem, I wonder what's going on through his mind. What am I going to do this time? They want to hit me out of the ground? Let me see. Shem, short delivery down the leg side. As I was saying, you stay in the crease, you'll get wide.
Yeah. The score has moved on by 1. I think we're now 60.
This over.
62.
This over. So far, 3 runs and 1 ball.
Can they get to 100?
I believe they can. Here is Shem now. Outside of your stump. Outside of your stump. Again,
Davies trying to muscle this ball.
there's
but
a problem in
collectively
trying. There's a problem in trying to hit the ball too hard. Number one, in hitting the ball too hard, you could go off timing completely. And number two, your bat, you could close the face of the bat or open the face of the bat too quickly. Both. And that is hit down to long on, wideish, and the fielder tumbling save.
Only a single
Kept the
concede.
ball rightfully in front of him all the time. There have been some very good fielders on this ground. Always keep the ball in front of you.
The score moved on by 1 to 63.
That is just 2 balls in the over.
63 for 5.
So the umpires have left their position and they are meeting somewhere where I would say mid-pitch in a conversation. What are they talking about in mid-over? How many balls?
Yeah, they wanted to confirm how many balls bowled.
Last night I umpired with 5 stones, and every time I realize my counterpart umpire is saying to me 2 balls left, and I'm saying it's 1. So I say I'll go with him. I comes in bowls, into the pad. So then I realize, but I'm doing everything right. Why is it that I am always 1 ball ahead of him? So I look, and I had 5 stones.
Yeah.
I had a good laugh at myself.
Yes.
Just look down in the ground, pick up a stone. He never corrected me again. I had
You
the right
recognize
amount of stones.
where the mistake was being
Yeah.
done.
Comes in. Bowls. As a full ball
And this
again,
one is
and
in
it's
the
going
air.
straight to the gully. What does Quelec say? It's good this time. It's a no ball?
It's a no ball.
No, he's saying it's good.
It's a no ball. It's a no ball.
What is he saying?
No ball signal.
No balls. Quelec
No
signal,
ball.
no ball. Now, I would like to see that one on the replay. This one is
This one is tight.
This one is not tight, it's harsh.
Yeah.
This one is harsh. This one is
Yes,
harsh.
sir.
And from here, I think, but the umpire is right.
The umpire is in control.
The umpire is always right.
Yes.
so
Yes.
in our opinion,
That's a little harsh.
we can say it was harsh, but I think the umpire is right. So, again, Shem is under pressure. Bold. And this is hit. That is going to be safe. Can it go to the boundary? Well stopped by the young man. And they only won.
Yes.
Good work from number 5.
Good energy from the Mount Olive fielders. They're exercising their youthfulness.
Yeah.
So Marius comes back on strike.
Shem will continue. Ball to Marius. Taps the ball heavy. Aside just in for a drive. Massive cut. And the umpire signal, that's the end of the 17th. If the score at 65 for 6.
Yeah, if I was the Bon Nouvelle team, I would endeavor to get to at least 100 past them.
Yeah, 35.
I think 100 on this wicket can be very competitive if you bowl very well. Your opponent will have to bat very well to be able to overhaul that score.
Now, how do you get, with 3 overs, you need 35. That is 11 runs and over.
Yeah, it can be done.
11.223.
Can be done.
How do you get there? That is.
So far, it's been very difficult to get going. So we'll have to wait and see.
There really has been no venom in the batting. There have been no fluency in the batting. It's a stop, go, stop. A young man, final over, I think. And down the leg side, hit over cover. And that is going to go not into the boundary, just 1 run.
Yeah, they would need more than singles at that stage of the game. So can Marius break the shackles and bring some respect to the Bon Nouvelle score?
So immediately we see the man for that shot of the edge here. Aside just come back and push it. There's an easy
Quick single.
And the return comes in. And they want to go for the second. They are going for the second, and it's going to be out.
Yes,
no.
well, you have to take that risk.
Yeah, you have to take that risk.
2 more added to the total. Yes.
Yeah.
Very important.
Very
so if you're unable to hit the boundaries, you rotate the strike. Take the ones, take the twos, put pressure on the fielding team.
Yeah. 18 balls to score another 20, 30 runs. It can happen. There's the young man again. Marius.
Oh, that's a fine shot.
That is
fine
going to
shot.
go away.
Fine shot.
And that is 6.
First 6 of the match.
First 6
in
of the match.
18th over, Pastor. That's to show how difficult Bonneville have find the bowling.
There's so much.
So the score has moved on to 74.
And over number 18.
18.
Well, Marius promises great things. Here is our bowler bowl shot and well back and push that, and there goes another single.
Yeah,
Brilliant batting.
That's brilliant cricket.
Brilliant
that's
batting.
sensible cricket.
Every ball cannot go for 6.
Yes,
Marius
is showing his experience there.
And when you can, every ball can go for 1, 2.
So Dave is now on strike, Dave Plummer.
So there's a last dash here. There's a last move here to put some runs on the board. It's going to be exciting. Let's see what happens. The old fast bowler is on the way in both.
Lee Solomon.
And again.
Dave tried to hit across the line.
Yeah.
And there is no run. So what Dave should be doing, in my opinion, is rotating the strike.
Getting out of there.
Yeah, it looks like Marius is connecting.
Yeah.
Get the single, allow Marius to take most of the strike.
He should get the bat to the ball. There's runs between slips, down the leg, square leg, everywhere. Beautiful but wide delivery.
Wide signal by the umpire.
Yeah.
The score has gone up 76.
You get in there.
76.
Still 14 needed.
To get to the
That's over number 19.
Number.
18. There is 18th. Okay. Yeah. Well, they can get to 90 if Marius stays.
Lee Solomon.
He can play.
And that's a wide.
Wide. 1 by 1. 1 by 1. So right now the fielders are not involved in the game. It's just the bowler, the wicketkeeper, and the batman in strike. Nothing is happening. Ball, miss, wicketkeeper collect. So let's see what's going to happen this time. Marius hands on his hip here, hoping that better can be done. Down the leg side again.
Another wide again.
And the wicketkeeper goes down.
These are welcome runs.
The ball cannon into
by
his
Bonneville. Doesn't matter how it comes. This is very important runs for them.
Yeah. So somebody must just step around and have a word with the young man.
Yeah, he needs to tighten up.
Don't throw it away.
He's a quality player.
Yes. Hit it straight.
That's a better delivery.
Straight to shot cover.
And that's the end of the 18th over. 2 more overs left.
And the score is 17.
78
for 6.
For 6. So we see the opening bowler.
What do you think Marius is saying to his partner there?
Well, it's home time.
I think he's saying to
crunch
him,
time.
Get out of
crunch
there.
Time.
Get a single and get out of there.
Yeah, crunch time. We have to go for everything.
That's right. Let me do it.
There are batters to come.
Yeah.
Let's go for everything.
Let me do it, Marius is saying.
So we have
Michael?
Michael Jones, who was the opening bowler.
Michael.
Thanks for the correction, Michael.
So here is Michael. Stop. Umpire indicate dead ball. Michael aborted his attempt to bowl. And moving the ball from hand to hand. Now he's ready. He's coming past the umpire and bowl. And Marius hit that. That's going to be safe. They can come back for 2. So they're going for 1 and the young man is on him. And the return comes in. Oh!
He's out. That's a brilliant throw.
What a magnificent
right
throw.
Right over the bills. And Mr. Chaz did the rest.
What a return. Magnificent fielding.
Yes, I think that was just an outstanding fielding.
You cannot blame Marius for getting back to the striker's end.
No, you cannot.
Because he really needed to put some runs on the board. But that was almost sacrificial because the ball was straight to the fielder and the young man was on him long before he got to his end.
That's an important wicket.
And he took off.
An important wicket, Pastor.
A very important wicket.
Marius looked like he was middling the ball. He was taking the singles and the occasional boundary. And he getting out at that stage certainly will retard Bonneville's ability to get to the magic figures of at least 100.
But he looked like the only batsman tonight who would take on the bowling and do it successfully.
So far.
Yeah.
So far. So we have the experienced, international, well-known cricket individual
We know the island player.
We know the island player, Mr.
Spinner.
Calix, Brian Calix, has come to the wicket.
Well, batting is not his strong. What they say in golf is his handicap. Ball in hands, he's a different guy.
Well, tonight he will have to use the bat tonight.
Well, that's just how the game goes. The bowlers must bat. The batsmen don't have to bowl, but the bowlers must bat. Here is ball down the leg side, and there Calix provides his team with one more through the wide.
I think the score has moved on to 79.
Through the wide services.
80. 80. 80.
Let's wait again. Calix, second spec, comes in, bowls down the leg side again.
There's an appeal for
A stamp out.
a stamping, but umpire signal a wide.
That's 2 runs of Mr. Calix's presence, not his bat. Mr. Calix's presence.
That's brilliant keeping from
Yeah.
Mr. Charles behind
Also-
the stump.
Here is our bowler. And Calix lifts his hand and saying, I'm not ready, sir. Can you please cool down your horses? And the bowler immediately stopped. Umpire did not have to single a dead ball. The bowler was stopped. Bowls. Outside the stump. Cut it
What a
well!
fine shot. But
And they share for the second. This time
Yes,
there was
yes.
2.
I'm not sure, Pastor. This
You have
the
to know.
fielder was
You have to know on
quick
your
onto the
side.
ball, and he threw it right in the wicket keeper.
But you must know the fielders, your opponent.
Yeah.
You know your opponent. He can't throw the ball as good as the other guy did or whatever. Chances are he can do it. Chances are he will not this time. Take the chance. 1 over left. Back. Push it. Yeah. I agree.
Davis forward defensive.
I agree. He could have hit through the line on this one. He's a big
Yeah,
guy.
He might be the last hope. We know Davis is capable of hitting the ball also.
Well, let us see what happens in this delivery. Comes in, ball.
And
again,
he attempts to hit that through mid-wicket.
he hit the ball on his leg. So the ball just ran gently to the fielder at close in. Shot made off here. Comes in, bowls. In for the big shot. And they gun for 1. That's all they'll be. Calix just amble up to the striker's end. And I think there's a couple, he had a couple wides, did he? 1 ball left. And Calix settles in the 19th over. 1 ball left in the 19th over. With the score approaching 80,
It's actually
it's
83.
83 already. Comes in, bowls. Calix cut, over point.
That's a
That is
fine
going to run into
shot.
the boundary. Oh, top class fielding again, and they took only 1.
Yeah.
Only 1. Fine shot.
Fine shot.
Over cover
That
point.
shot deserves more runs than that, Pastor.
Yes, they should have been a second. But the young man attacked the ball well, and that is the end of the 19th over. And before this innings is over, we want you to know this Giz Cricket is brought to you the kind compliments of Cepal Holdings for your concrete need at a price that you can afford. He will meet your every need. Also, St. Lucia Insurance.
Yes.
They are,
Represented by Mr. Marius Isidore.
they are in the business of giving you assurance. Don't forget to give them a call. They will take care of all your business. 19 overs completed, 84 for 6 for 7.
So
84
Lee
for 7.
Solomon will bowl the final over. Is that Lee Solomon or Shem Alexander? Shem Alexander
So Shem is moved to the other end.
from the southern end of the ground.
Yes. Well, Shem needs to be at his best. And Calix so Calix is in strike. And so his team is looking on. Georgie is still in the hut. Comes in to bowl. Oh, Calix just played it too long. Excuse me. Third man, shot third man. On the
Not
edge.
intentionally,
That
but
went between his legs,
he gets a single.
between his pads. And the ball just gently roll past where a slip fielder would be. 1 more. 5 balls left in the innings.
That brings Dave to the
So Shem is
the
going to
strike.
do battle against Dave. or better, Dave is going to do battle against Shem. Shem to Dave. And for the mighty swing again, and again.
Yeah, Dave have been struggling.
Dave has not connected the ball. The ball is knocking on all edges on the bat, on the edge, inside edge, outer edge, but not the middle of the bat.
And because the keeper is up to the stump, it's very difficult for the batters to move down the wicket.
But there's no conference between the batters. Eh? Do what you can, I'll do what I can on my end. Both. Dave again. And they're taking the single. Oh.
Yeah, that's a good single.
Bernard was really taking a walk up to the non-strikers. And luckily he made it because the throw was not that good.
Yeah, but it's good to see Mr. Calix had that awareness.
Yeah.
To recognize that they could have tried to get a run at that stage of the game.
When you are batting, you never stop thinking. You never stop moving. In the field, you may have an opportunity, like this guy's filling down here, to just cool out. But when you are batting, you should either striker or non-striker in, bowl him.
And his ball.
Good, full, slow delivery.
Ball.
And Calix shape up to work it through the leg side.
And he lost his leg stump.
And he lost his leg stump.
Yes. That brings in...
Now Georgie is walking with the bat on his shoulder, as if somebody lifts the bat and rests it on his shoulder.
He has been sent in to face the last few balls of the innings.
Wow.
So, Pastor, what do you think of the bowling of Mount Olive this evening?
Fantastic. Nothing short of, apart from the odd, the many wides. I think there were too many wides. If you notice, they would probably bowl an over and a half too many. Over. So they're playing really a 21 over or 22 over side. But apart from that, the bowling has been so good that doesn't seem to bother them because that's the 20th over and it's just 4 runs and over. Georgie hit that and they get one.
George is immediately of the mark, first ball.
And he's excited about that.
Yes, he is. He is saying the most senior player on the team.
Georgie, run rate 100.
Somebody shout. The game is played. The APL comes in bold, and he hit that straight but there's a man down there.
Well fielded.
You would only have a man that straight for Karen Pollard. And they're coming back for another run. What happened there? Can you explain to me? I didn't get it.
You were trying to steal a...
They're trying to steal a run, yes. But it did not work.
That was the 20th over?
Yes, the final ball.
Okay.
Final ball. So we have just witnessed the NOUVELLE innings has come to an end. And can we just give us a little score, the final score? The final score?
Okay.
88, Pastor. 88 for 9.
88 for 9. And yes. I was saying 90.
Yeah,
90 would give them something to bowl at.
It's not a score you will feel comfortable with, Pastor.
No, you won't.
But your bowlers have something to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will get to speak to Fayan Moise, the gentleman who bowled 4 overs for 5 runs. Fantastic bowling spell, and I don't think anywhere in the fantastic. Mr. Moise, come and join me here. Happy to have you here. Man, you just set a new record in the APL. Your figures is 4 overs, 2 maiden, 5 runs. How was it out there today?
It was great. I see the pitch was working for the bowlers. So I get my target, a point, and keep that target bowling there.
So were you faster, slower delivery? Were you varying your length?
Varying, changing, slow ball.
And
get the back of a length.
And how you find the pitch is playing?
So the pitch is playing well for the bowlers. I wish my team luck to go out there and work with the bat.
What do you think? 88? You think that should be a problem for you guys?
I don't think so if our opening pair and our 1 down.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Moise, for your wonderful bowling this afternoon. I mean, that is a new record in our cricket, and I think we can compare that to the cricket in the world. I don't think anybody has bowled 4 overs for 5 runs.
Yeah, thank you.
All the best. Yeah. So this was Mr. Moise here with us today.
to the fence. Marius is also
Thank you. So we are back live. We are back live, and we just spoke to Maurice, the guy who bowled 4 overs and 2 maidens, 5 runs. Wonderful.
His performance and also as one of the sports of their life tonight.
With me is my friend Marius.
Yes.
Good evening.
Yes.
It was short,
Very short.
but I saw your intention. You really wanted to get the ball out of the square.
That is correct. That is correct.
At 20 overs, 88. What do you think about that score?
Boy, that's not where we really wanted to be. It's a gettable target. We have to perform very well on the field to defend that. I think we are maybe about 40 odd runs short.
So what do you think about what happened out there? Is it the wicket? Is it good bowling?
The bowling was excellent. The bowling, I think the guys kept to the task. They bowled stump to stump. You know, the outfield, they were excellent in the outfield. So I think that first inning there,
Yeah.
if I were to rate it, it would certainly go to them.
I would make a case for you that you'll be promoted in the batting lineup. I think everybody have noticed that.
Yeah.
And I like your intentionality tonight and what you did for your
Yes,
team.
yes,
But you play in this competition and you're also a sponsor. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, when we got the invitation to sponsor APL, I mean, we could not resist. APL is a big thing. It is an opportunity where, young people can come together and showcase their talents. Of course, not only showcase the talents, but of course you talk about health. And St. Lucia Insurances is a big promoter of sports. And, we were happy to come on board and sponsor this evening's game.
What is it that you can do for the population, for the community?
Exactly what we're doing. When we get an opportunity to, to sponsor games like this, to get young people to develop their talents, their abilities, we are happy to partner. And APL gave us, APL, is just one of those entities who gave us this opportunity.
I must tell you, through our relationship, I have bought into his business policies, and I am, well, not a shareholder, but a benefactor of his business.
Yes.
I would strongly support that you consider St. Lucia Insurance in all your insurance needs.
Of course, of course.
Well, thank you very much this afternoon, and all the best. 88, defending 88 is not going to be easy.
That's correct.
But it runs on the ball.
That's correct. Again, we are delighted to partner with the APL family, and this is the tournament to be part of.
Well, God bless you, and thank you for joining the APL family. That is our guy, Marius. The very, very challenging situation for him and his team to go and defend 88 in 20 overs. It's not going to be easy, and I am hoping that they can really bring something out of this tonight. This is going to be a lot of pressure, and I'm just praying that we get a good game. What they have to do now is go and get wickets. They really cannot bowl 20 overs on this pitch. They must bowl out the opponent. No team will bat 20 overs and don't make 88 runs. So the thing, Cepal,
Yes, Pastor Morris.
the thing that they must really take the wickets, because they cannot bowl 20 overs and the team not score 88 runs.
No, so they have to bowl attacking bowling. They cannot bowl any defensive bowling there. So as you said, they will not be able to bowl 20 overs, and the kind of batters we have there from Mount Olive now. We are going to open now. You have now the man that's Selwyn.
Number 12.
Yes, number 12 you have. I will give you the proper name shortly. Okay. Fayan, give us the batters' names, please. The opening batters.
Selwyn Boyce.
Yes, Selwyn Boyce and Carrick Victor. Now, Selwyn Boyce, he has 2 man of the match so far. The first match, he scored a half century. The second match, 44 not out.
Wow.
And then Carrick now is a hard-hitting batsman. Just look at the young man.
Yeah.
He looks costo.
Yeah.
Well built.
Full, yeah.
Yes, and this young man,
Plump.
yes, plump, and he hits the ball hard. So normally that's his job. He's there like a pinch hitter for Mount Olive, and he does a wonderful job as a pinch hitter. So he will go in there and then he will score a quick 30 25 or 30 or 35 for you.
So you could tell me in 12 overs we could be on our way home this
Yes,
evening,
if they're going. But Selwyn boys now, who also played for St. Lucia under 15. All right, you see, we have a lot of young players who played for St. Lucia and Windward Islands under 15, but then now they have decided that at least they will take a little rest from the cricket, but then they realize that APL now is a good opportunity for them to come and exhibit their talents.
Yeah.
So, for example, you have current young players like Gian Buddha. I remember going to Grozilia and see Gian like a little boy and so on, you know, developing and so on. You could see the young man. I remember his father used to come and watch every time also to see him and so on. And then that young man just developed into a fine cricketer. So Gian Buddha, he has a lot more to offer. All right, so I can tell you, you see the Premier Tournament, look out for Gian Buddha because he will come strong.
And if you remember well, St. Lucia has provided the West Indies with 2 captains in the 2 last World Cup, in Melius and Ogis. So there's something about young cricket. The schools are doing a great job, but as I lament, the club system has not been picking up these kids from high school and really take them up to another level. So they left stranded.
Yes. So currently what we have, for example, in the north, you have the grassroots cricket with Alti, okay, Alton Crafton. Then you have Mr. John Eugene, who has his academy, okay, where they're grooming players. You have in the valley, you have Mr. Cliver's Jules also, and then in Castries, you have Mr. Charles, okay, who is also in Castries.
Now Mr. Charles, and there's also Mr. He was my coach in high school. I forget his name. Shallery.
Yes.
Shallery coached me at high school.
Yeah. And then you have 1 or 2 other coaches around the island and so on. But then as you said now, what we need now is a more structured program. So after the young players have moved from the under 17, under 19, now they move into a more structured program for them to keep them there, because don't just expect them on their own to be able to develop. But if Ministry of Sports can, for example, identify 2, 3 or 4 coaches, and all you are there to do now is to, these young men, work with them if it is 4 days a week. On afternoons, get them. So match is about to start now.
Comes in the reply, and that is pitch up and push back to the bowler.
So Tony Simon is the opening bowler, and then opening the batting, taking first knock is Carrick Victor.
So we must really give a good look at our cricket in this country.
Yes.
Also good field, good pitches, good outfield. We can really produce, these guys can really make us proud like Darren Sammy.
Indeed.
And Johnson Charles.
Second ball is about to be bowled. Tonya Simon, he bowls
flick off the pad, down to the boundary for 4. Magnificent shot.
But may not be, oh yes, that is indeed 4 runs.
At the speed it left the bat, no grass could stop it.
Yes, that is, remember I told you that he's an aggressive batter?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
That ball was pitched up in the pad and he just whipped it. And that's a shot that the Bonnouvelle, not the Bonnouvelle,
yes,
the Bonnouvelle guys were trying to play all night.
Right. But mid
first chance, first chance, it is whipped into the boundary for 4. Here is Simon again. Bowls. Terrible shot.
Yes.
Right across it. The height saved him.
Indeed. Again, we have realized tonight a lot of the batsmen also playing across the line. If they go straight, go at it and then play in line with the ball, and then now first, as we said, Bonnouvelle should have been milking it. And then now you go for it.
Across is where you get your power. And I saw a change in the Jamaican batting here in the last series, and he scored runs, playing straighter. Simon, push to cover, shot cover, no run. It's always a dangerous shot to play across the line.
Very much so.
Always a dangerous cross.
Because you miss it,
especially
most times straight on
your stumps. You don't play across the line. Here is Simon again, replying, ball, beaten outside your stump.
That one kept low.
And again, this one kept a little low. He was back, he was not coming forward or going back. And the ball hit him on the thigh pad and just beat the wicketkeeper and ran down into the fence. Wow.
But since we do not play buys and leg buys, then therefore we do not have any runs. So because we have to tell our viewers, because we do not play LB, so therefore LB does not count in the buys or the leg buys.
Yes, we will explain that in a minute. Here is Simon and the way bowled, and that is push to the man at point. There is no run. If the APL cricket, tape ball cricket, we do not play LBW. And we do not play, what's it again? Buy?
Buy.
Yeah. Apart from that, all the international laws of the game.
Yes, we keep it.
We keep it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So right now, Pastor Morris, we are in a very exciting stage of the tournament. because this is the third round. Tonight the first match is being played. Thursday night we are going to have the second match where Millet will be playing Monrepo Thursday night, and it will be live again. Millet is playing Monrepo on Thursday night. Then Monday night is the exciting one.
Yeah.
DC United representing Chaz.
Against
And then you have now this team. It is a team of talented young cricketers. Jad Goodman. You have Tyler Sukwa. You have Joshua Cepal. You have a whole set of them. Okay, I'm going to give you their names in a while after that delivery. But then you have a team, a powerful youth team. But then we know now Millet.
They'll be playing against Labby.
Yes, against Labby.
Yeah.
Labby, did we say? Yes,
Yeah,
Labby,
yeah,
right.
Labby.
Right. Labby also, you have now the powerful Jason Simon, who has just joined the Labby team, and then yesterday he scored the 96. You have the hard-hitting, aggressive, dangerous Kalbas.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah. On Labby and so on. But then now, DC United, they have such a powerful bowling lineup, Pastor.
We start in the second over, comes in, and that is hit. Lovely.
Could be out, could be out.
That's just into the boundary for 4. No, it did not go into the boundary, and they come for the single. They could be run out. No.
4.
So the umpire signals 4.
Yes.
That was a lovely shot. Just hit it straight down.
Over the bowler's head.
And the two fielders came from both sides, and the ball just bisect them into the boundary for 4. Good shot. So we in to watch some good cricket. So as you are noticing, as Mr. Cepal was noticing, that from Monday night, the winning teams start facing each other, and that's going to be exciting. Comes in bold. Outside some well played dab. That is going into the boundary for 4 more.
That's a man in form. That's a man in form.
Fine shot. There you go. I must tell you, all the shots you will see in the IPL and all leagues around the world, you will see it here at the Bon Séjour, the APL ground. Very interesting, very breathtaking. Just good cricket. We are coming. Here he comes, both. Outside the stump of the back foot, and they run for single. It could be no. They made it home. Mount Olives.
Yeah, you can hear the Mount Olive players on the outside. They're excited.
Yeah. So far, the batsmen have showed, indicating to us that they're not going to stay up there.
No.
Unless with 88 runs.
No. As I tell you, the batters, especially Victor, very aggressive indeed.
Slow ball and just push down. And that's the right thing to do. When you're beaten in the air, just push it down.
And you know, Pastor, even though it is a low scoring match, okay, and then you have 80 runs to go, if you try to go too slowly, then that can create a psychological pressure on you. And then now the other team can have the upper hand.
Yeah, the numbers add up quickly in the 20 overs. The overs go by quickly. Comes in, bowls, shot. Umpire signal wide. Georgie is...
Yeah, the keeper,
veteran
keeper is a little disappointed.
Yeah, that's not where we want it. Don't put it there.
But Pastor Morris, you see, we have veteran Chalu, Uranius Charles keeping, and you have veteran Georgie.
Yes.
As he said, he's the oldest cricketer.
Yeah.
Right now playing our APL tournament. And then he's sharp behind the wicket also.
These guys are sharp. Yeah, very good.
And I must also make mention after this over.
Comes in now, bowls too.
That's Malcolm Monroe's is bowling.
He is straight. Now, what is happening to the batsman there? He's really looking for pace on the ball.
Yes.
But when the ball is not coming, he has to stay and wait. And then he just knocked the ball around.
Right. So as I was telling you, I know another veteran keeper who is excellent also. Do you know that person?
You're trying to pull my shoes there. Oh, my socks.
That's you, Pastor Morris. That's you. Don't be humble.
Down the leg side. And let's see Georgie. Let's see Georgie.
With 80 runs, Pastor Morris, you cannot afford to be bowling extras.
Yeah.
You cannot give it to them. You have to make them work for it. Make them struggle. Don't give it to them.
You know, the ironic thing about the cricket, when you come on the field, you want your teammates to do well because you want to win. But how many times do you get together and practice? Well, comes in both. Oh, another slower delivery. He's not handling the strike. The batsman there is not doing well with the slower ball.
No. He prefers the ball coming to him.
He likes
coming to him.
Yeah.
But talking about training and so on, Mount Olive, you saw how they perform? and how they work. Mr. Charles is having these young men at the Grand Riviere playing field every afternoon training. So you can see that in them. You can see how they move, how
Every
they
afternoon?
bowl. Yes, every afternoon. Charlo has these young men at the Grand Riviere playing field training. So it's very evident. So this is something now for the rest of the teams participating in the APL to let them know that those who are just simply showing up on the match day, you cannot perform against those who are training. Training is important.
Very important. So Simon comes back, bowls, dig out to the man to Isidore. Isidore is at a cover. Is that cover? He's walking slowly. He stopped. Yeah. So I would say more wideish mid-on position.
Yeah, mid-on.
Bowl.
Wideish mid-on.
He run that down. That is going to go
delicate
into the boundary for 4 more. And he played that delicate, surgical, intentional shot.
Indeed.
Every time.
He actually waited for it. You could see that it was a lit cut.
It was under placement. You could play a beautiful shot and get no run for it. But on every occasion he played that shot, and that's the second time tonight, or third time, it grunts into the boundary. Yeah.
So you can hear now our usual commentator, Mr. Charles. He is now playing, so he cannot have the mic, but he cannot help it. He's commentating from the stands.
Yes. So Simon, a lot is dependent upon him because he must really make it happen. He's an experienced cricketer.
Yes,
plays in the National League.
In the Prime Minister's T20.
Yeah. So, Harry Simon bowls.
Oh, lovely delivery.
Yeah. Again, he played across the ball.
Yes.
And his back leg nailed on the leg stump. So that is a common problem that we have. But that would be a good wicket. And the first wicket fell at what, 20? 19. 19 for 1. 19 for 1 in over number 4?
So that was the man in form, Selwyn Boyce, who the first match scored 54, second match 44. And this match scorer, he scored, Selwyn Boyce, 13.
Got 13.
All right, coming to the crease now, Pastor Morris, is the former St. Lucia under 15 player, Windward Island under 15 player.
Wow.
And I'm proud to say also that he also played for West Indies under 15. That is Lee Solomon.
Lee Solomon. That was 2 years ago?
About 3 years ago. Yes, he played for St. Lucia, Windward Islands and West Indies under 15.
Wow. That's pretty.
Yes, under 16. Yes, so he has a lot of talent. Now this is a gentleman. Watch this. Exactly what we were saying. Here you have a gentleman who played the highest level, West Indies. What is there for St. Lucia now to coach him, groom him, move him to the next level? That's what we want.
And that is have been my cry. And that is what I think the government did well when they gave one man the miniature sport.
Yes.
Because sports is not a place where you go and sweat anymore. It's a career move.
Yes.
Comes in both. And that is walk wide into the boundary for 4.
Yes.
Lovely
That's
shot.
a fine shot off the palm.
Yeah. So I was saying that sports is not where you go and take a sweat anymore, but it's a career move.
It's a career.
So you really need a minister of sport with responsibility just to take care of sports in the island, to organize the game, to set up people to play, teach them the path. If we're going to fight drugs and gang, we cannot do it with bullets, we'll lose.
Right.
We have to fight it with sports.
Yes, with sports. Sports will take us there. And I can tell you, Mr. Honorable Kenson Kazame, he has a great plan.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then we know that with the team at the Ministry of Sports, they will continue to work.
Comes in Simon Wall, and that he pushed that. No more run. Not one. So education, system that would build confidence, that would give a dose of self-esteem to all these young men, make them know that it's not in the gang or among the drug users that they can find themselves.
But to get meaningfully engaged.
But they can become a millionaire playing cricket. Comes in both. And that is pushed. Lovely shot. And that's just one.
Quick single, well run.
Well done. Yeah. The Guyanese Puran was just given a job for 8 weeks.
Yes.
And they paid him 1.4 million US dollars. You go to Trinidad, multiplied by 7.
Yes.
How much money is that?
Plenty.
7, almost $9 million.
Yes.
Million US dollars.
US dollars.
And you multiply that.
Right. And then we had 17 West Indians this year making IPL. That's a lot of money now.
That's a lot of money.
So
that's
cricketers
about
now, as you said,
10.5 million
Yes.
US dollars.
As you said, Pastor Morris, cricket now and sports, and since we are in cricket right now, it is not just you go for a sweat anymore. If you are serious and then you work at it, you will get to the highest level.
Any little activity or sporting activity, whether it's football or cricket, there are people coming from India, England, just to watch. Just looking for the next talent, just looking for the next guy who will make us make millions. Yeah.
All right, so we have the captain, Brian Calix. He has decided to come in early.
So we'll have our first dose of spin in this innings.
Normally, Brian Calix throughout the tournament would come to bowl in, okay, his first delivery, full ball, missed by the batsman, Lee Solomon.
Up the bat onto his thigh.
Normally he would come to bowl around the 8th to 12th over.
Oh.
But today they're in trouble, so he's early. Oh.
Yeah, they took off the bills without the ball.
And that's a wide.
And that's the wide signal. Yeah. So it's important that this country, like other countries in the Caribbean,
yes,
we really take on sports and invest in our people. Comes in bold. And the only sport that black people has not dominated is, I think it's men tennis. We've dominated female tennis.
Yes.
You talk about basketball and all the others.
Fine shot.
Drive, one, down to long on.
Yes. That was a great on drive there, Pastor.
Yes, very good. Boxing, athletics.
Yes. Yes.
Basketball, cricket, football. The Brazilians have kept us up.
Oh yes, oh yes.
As a black people.
Oh yes.
You go around the world, yeah. We've not dominated in the Black Caps game. Hockey, not hockey. I forget the name of the sports where you run the ball.
Rugby.
Rugby. I don't think we have had some good black players, but as a team sport, that is pushed
but
to cover.
you have this Pacific island. I just forget. Samoa, right? They are the champion.
Yeah. Samoa, strong people.
Yes.
Again, Calix is flighting, leg stump. So he's keeping number 12 quiet.
Yes, so
the hard-hitting batsman.
They're trying to put the pressure on the batsman, Pastor Morris.
Outside the stump, again, good bowling.
And you know Brian Calix to be a very experienced spin bowler.
Very experienced. And that was a fast over too.
Yes.
A good over, the end of the over. 26 after 6, after 4. 26 for 1 after 4.
Mount Olive and Bon Nouvelle and Mount Olive.
So we have Balata, Bon Nouvelle Balata versus Mount Olive Grand Riviere.
Yeah.
All right, that's Balata versus Grand Riviere.
Yes, so Grand Riviere.
Yeah.
No, but it's open. It's an open tournament.
Yeah. So we are back, and we are hoping.
So Pastor, we were just explaining to one of the spectators who came there to watch the game in terms of what the tournament is. So it is an open tournament. 7 years ago when we started, it started as a pure Adventist Premier League. But what we have done now, it has grown a lot and we have a lot of invitational teams. So right now, Mount Olives, most of the players are not really members, but then they are attached to the team. That's what. So it's sports evangelism where we bring sports not just to our members.
Back and push that to gully.
Yes, but we bring sports, Pastor, to the entire community.
That's right. Over 300 people, young men, are taking part in the sports, in the cricket competition, the APL main feature. Very exciting.
It's bowling.
So the end, and here we have a young spinner. I don't think the hard-hitting batsman has done well facing the spin. And I think it's a good idea to bring in another spinner.
Right. Because you realize the first over of spin was excellent.
Yeah. And for the right-hander, I don't think the field is good. Somebody should have been running the boundary for that shot. That
was well played.
As I was saying just a minute ago, that the field is badly placed because you must get a boundary rider on your point boundary.
Yes.
You must.
Yes.
As soon as the ball goes through the inner circle, it's going to go into the boundary. So you can only, that's the 5th over, you can
Yes.
only have 2 guys out, so they choose backward square.
And was
And
that
Lawan,
Marco?
wideish. And that is
That
pull
is
for
a
6
lovely
more.
shot.
6
is a
more. That's a
lovely
full
shot.
ball
Just
and effortlessly.
effortless
And that is what
pull shot.
amazed
That
me.
was an effortless pull shot.
That's what amazed these guys that do that so easy, and I struggle so
Yes.
hard to get the. I struggle so hard to hit a 6.
Yes.
But these guys, some people just can't hit 6, and some people make it look so easy. So that is 4 and 6. That's 10 runs in 2 overs, in 2 balls. So the score is really picking up here.
Yes. So far the over is expensive. All right, and then the bowler needs to focus a little bit more and then try to get the ball exactly where he wants to pitch it. So the coach.
So Calix
the
go
coach
into
and
conversation
captain, yes.
with the spinner. The ploy to bring in a second spinner has not worked. So the young man is under some pressure. Experienced Calix had a word with him. Let's see if he listens to what the great guy is saying. Here he comes in, bowls, shot, down the leg side.
And that's a wide.
And Georgie stopped it.
Now you can see what the pressure is doing to him. The fact that they have scored these runs, the 4 and the 6, then you realize now that has put him under pressure.
So his idea now is to get the ball to the other end, and he's going to forget about spin and push it through. You must be brave, as a spinner, to bowl or something. Bowl. Down the leg side again.
And it's another wide.
That's
Another
why.
wide, the pressure is on him.
Yes. Now what he's going to do, and what most bowlers I see do in the APL, they go around the wicket. But that around the wicket is not the problem. Bowling outside the side is not the problem. It's the whole action. They are actually powering the ball down the leg side. The problem is you have to come up straight.
Right.
To control your ball. But they are coming here and they're doing this way or they're doing this way. So the ball goes leg, it goes wide off stump. But the idea is to come up straight, parallel to your head and bowl. Take control of the ball. That's a short ball and it just slow and short.
Yes,
Hits him.
that would have been a 6 if he had made contact.
Yes, another 6. But he did not, and it's not a wide neither.
Veron.
So
Okay,
here's
so the
Steven.
bowler is Veron Steven.
Bowls, and that is again, and they're going for a single. That's all they'll be. So he's coming back. Since Scotty spoke to him, he's coming back. The other 2 free deliveries has only cost him 1 run.
So Bonneville must keep the game very tight, Pastor Morris. They cannot afford to show that even the action that they are actually giving up. So they have to stay tight, they have to bowl tight, they have to keep. That's another wide. Oh my, now that over will cost a lot, and then that might deflate Bonneville at this point because Bonneville, after Calix had bowled, he had bowled an excellent over, and he comes again and bowls to Lee Solomon, who plays the ball back to the bowler. So the over, that's the end of the. Okay, after 5 overs, the score is 41. We are almost at the halfway mark now. We are there, halfway mark. After 5 overs.
Well, 1 over still left in the power play.
Yes.
And the score is 41. So 47 required of 15 deliveries. 48 and 15 overs.
15 overs, yes.
15 overs, that would be 90 balls to get 48 runs. Well, the numbers will tell you it is not a pressure game for the batting team. Mondales.
Okay, so we have the young national cricketer, Royce Paul.
Again, bang. Yes. Another shot
if
ball.
you realize Brian Calix came just to bowl to calm down things, and then he has allowed another bowler to come. Do you think he should have bowled another over?
Yes, we need wickets here. You're not holding yourself back. You're just 48 runs left. Again. So he has bowled 2 short balls, but both of them keep low.
Yes.
That's what saved him. And again, there's nobody down here.
So Royce Paul now is about to bowl his 3rd ball. So far 2 dot balls. Carrick Victor is facing. Oh, now that one was a faster one, Pastor.
Yes, a faster one. And he did not read it at all. And it went right to him, and Georgie did not pick up. To attempt a stamp out.
So far we have 3 dot balls.
So the spinner has worked in this over?
Yes.
Let's see what happens. Good ball again. Oh.
Now you see the variation there? The ball before this was a very fast ball. This one, he held it back because most likely Kerrick would have expected another faster one, but he held it back and then
Here he comes again.
Oh! That is indeed excellent bowling.
And number 12 just couldn't handle the spin.
Now listen, Pastor, we have to give the young man all the
credit.
All the credit for that because he worked him out.
Yeah.
All right. 2 short balls, a faster ball, a slower one, and then
the one right on the center.
Right
stump.
on the
And again, he tried to work it under the onside and he played all over it and it just cannoned into his stump. So Mount Olive take this opportunity to have a press conference, a team meeting at mid-pitch. And what do you think they're saying to each other?
Well, they're just now, this wicket now has re-energized them. So then they're saying, listen guys, we are in it. This is our match. Come on, we have to take the wickets. We cannot afford to be bowling wides and give them the runs. So therefore, they're encouraging each other, keep up the pressure on them. I'm sure that's what they're saying. That's what I would have been saying.
Let us hope that they can do it.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you're watching live the APL Cepal Holding Chaz Knockout Tournament. This is round 3 between NOUVELLE from Balata and Mount Olives from Grand Riviere.
And this cricket is brought to you the kind compliments of Cepal Holding.
Cepal Holding, and tonight's live stream is brought to you by St. Lucia Insurances.
Comes in balls and he pushed that Charles come back and across and just push it effortlessly. The end of a very good over.
Wicket maiden.
A wicket maiden through the big heater.
And that's the end of power play. 6 overs gone.
So 6 overs gone.
So after 6 overs, the score now is 41.
41 for 2. 42 for 2. Very, very, very interesting game. The batting side is very confident.
Yes, they are.
They are very confident that this is not a match that they can lose anywhere in a dream or in reality on the pitch.
that's how they look on the sidelines there.
So it may seem so, but I've seen stranger things happen in the game.
Oh yes, now that's why they tell you cricket is a game of glorious uncertainties.
Yeah.
Up until the last ball, you cannot. Pastor, let me tell you the most exciting thing I witnessed in a little match, okay? 2 club young persons after a summer cricket program, they were playing. And then 1 ball to go. After that, Brian Calix change ends.
Wide.
And that's a wide. Now we cannot afford the wide from the coach captain.
Yeah.
All right. And then the last ball, they were missing 7 runs. 7 runs. They ran 2 runs. That's all they could have run.
Oh, then Calix ball, and that is driven straight back to Calix?
Yes, good bowling indeed.
Yeah.
And here it is now. The keeper now, and when they send the ball to him, the ball ricocheted from him onto the...
Calix comes in ball?
Yes, I will tell you
Push it back again. Good ball.
Right, wonderful. I was waiting for the ball to be bowled. Okay, he had the helmet to his back. So they had run 2, the ball fell on the helmet.
5.
5. Penalty run, 7 runs.
Woi. Just hit that to the cover and they get 1 more. Well, one time we were playing a game and Vernon James was bowling to Kaku. We call him Paigana.
Yeah.
And Paigana leaned back to cut Vernon James off quarter. And he hit wicket. He hit the leg and middle stump off the ground. And the ball hit the off stump that was standing.
My goodness. Wow.
So I have never seen that one you spoke about. I don't think you'll ever see the one I spoke about. Yeah.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen,
I can never forget that. Yeah.
APL action now. Calix to...
Well floated.
Anil Charles. Anil Charles, the son of the captain of Mount Olives, Uranius Charles. Okay, so Calix is indeed an experienced player. He's using his experience now to come through for NOUVELLE.
Yes. Comes in, bowl, and that is push. Another time we were playing a game and Sixtus Wilkinson, our fast bowler, was bowling, and he took 5 wickets in 5 balls without taking a hat trick.
5 wickets in 5 balls?
And there was not a hat trick.
So in between, he had some wides?
No, he took the first wicket, he took the second wicket, then a run out. And then, he took another wicket, and then the 5th wicket, another run out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think I have played so many cricket games I've seen, but unfortunately I was not on that field to witness what you just said. And I think what you just said there, because there was no way you could win 7 runs in the last ball. And they went 2 and the ball fall on the helmet.
On the helmet. You see, that's why they tell you, cricket, who would have expected that? So the other side, they were already celebrating 2 runs, the ball on the helmet, 7 runs.
Comes in both, and that is driven, but well stopped, the bowler come across. So the spinners are really pulling it back here.
Yes.
Again, as we always said, that 90 was not enough to bowl at.
So you have experience on one end, and then you have now the energy of the youth at the other end. Royce Paul.
Over number 7. Over number 8. Wow, that was well.
Excellent bowling there from Royce Paul.
And the young man ball, he appears to be a leg spinner, and he's not floating it. He's coming really quick in the air. Here he comes. Whoa, and that is pushed too long, and one more. Wow, that young boy could be a gift.
Yes, and the challenge there also, Royce Paul, and then you have Lee Solomon, okay? So they are youngsters in probably the same region and so on, and they play at other levels. So when they come at each other, they go hard.
Yes, they go hard. Yes. Yeah. The competition is there. The challenge is there. I got your wicket. You couldn't get me out. Yeah.
So Royce Paul again, and in he comes, passes the umpire. He bowls to Anil down the leg side, and it's a wide. Keeper Georgie try to do a stump, but then
it's not his best night. He have not collected the ball. I guess the uneven bounce could trouble you a bit, because you can see the ball is keeping low and the ball is sometimes bouncing.
But I must say, in the first inning with Uranius Charles behind the stump, he was,
fantastic.
Oh yes.
Comes in bowls again. Wow, and there's so much control in this young man. I'm so impressed. Yes. I'm so impressed with this leg spinner, and he's a wrist spinner.
Yes, he's good.
So
he understands
control
the
from a wrist
condition
spinner.
of play now.
Here he comes again. And that is well played, but straight to Calix at wideish mid-on. No, that's mid-on. Wow. Very
shot mid-on there.
Interesting. Yeah, very short mid-on. Comes in, bowls. Hit that to the covers, into the boundary for 4.
That was a square cut.
Yeah. It was pitch up and it was square driven.
Yes.
So you don't blame the young man. But he had a very good over so far.
And the last ball, he just lose his line and length there, and then able to allow Anil Charles now to just...
He went too full.
Yes.
And Anil Charles just put bat to ball, and it went square of the wicket. Lovely shot into the boundary for 4. Very good shot.
So the score is 49 now for
9,
2.
8 or 9?
49.
49 after 8.
After 8.
Wow. So 29 required?
That should be an easy win for
39.
For Mount Olive.
That is played. There's no one yet close to the square.
Sensible cricket pastor.
And they run for 1.
So 50 up for Mount Olive.
Yes.
All right, you can hear the energy from the team.
Is there somebody keeping score over there?
Yes, I think they have a score there also.
But that's not from the official score.
No, well, our official score says 50 also.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so they're doing good. So here's Calix, the captain, experience. The batsman had his shoes tied, his shoelaces tied. That is so nice when opponent teams can. So that is probably the 6th wide for the night, so that's an extra over?
Yes, that's an extra over. And as you said, this is 6 extra runs, and plus you have to bowl it over.
Yeah.
So
that is push. So the batsman, that batting team is under no pressure. They could run when they want to and just take it as easy as they want to. Comes in ball. Again, Georgie didn't collect, and I don't think he has collected many tonight.
No, tonight, but at least he's stopping it. That's important. So by the time the catch will come, he will get it.
Yeah.
So in come Calix again. Oh, now that's a fine shot. That's a fine shot.
It was floated.
Yes.
He waited for the ball and waited and waited, and as it landed on the pitch, there came the young man's bat, carried hard and high over Wide long into the boundary for 6.
For 6. And that created some excitement again, and then you could see his father running onto the sideline and then cheering him up.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a great shot indeed.
A very good shot. What will Calix do?
Let us see, will he change?
Balls. And it's pushed to Maiden. Run around. Simon picks it up. The end of the over. End of 9 overs. And the score is 57. So just 30 required? 31 or 32? 32 required
so
in 10 overs.
So the winner of tonight now, then we have the next round 3 on Thursday between Millet and Monrepo. And then the other third round match now will be on Monday between DC United and Labey. Okay, so there will be.
Yeah, that is pushed. A young man come back.
Right.
Had a good over, just 4 runs of the last delivery.
So to explain to our audience, those who are viewing us right now, so 3 teams will be going through. So there will be,
So
when we dip
here comes the spinner.
Yes.
Back and cut that, but there's a straight to the man there on the boundary. Boundary rider, only one.
Yes. So one team will get a bye straight into final, and then the other 2 teams will play the one semi-final.
Yeah, it's a knockout competition.
Yes, knockout. So we're looking forward to exciting
cricket next week.
Yes, indeed.
And this weekend, comes in again, balls. Chaz just push it, drop the bat. Lose the right hand of the bat.
Because of the runs they have left now, if you realize they are playing a more gentle manner now.
Comes in ball, and that is push again straight to the bowler. And this is good bowling.
Yes, good bowling. Royce Paul is on point right now.
Yeah. So Charles just hit a 6, and he can't really take him out of the square. And that is cut. No, but that is cut hard. It's not going into the boundary. They go for 1, and they're coming back for the 2nd. Oh. And not a bad return. 1 bounce into Georgie.
Yes.
And the batman made his ground. Very interesting.
That was another good shot by the young man.
Yes.
Okay. The Charles family, they are known for that type of shot. Okay, cutting it. They're well known for that.
They love the cricket?
Yes.
Comes in underway balls. Push back. So where is the other Charles young man? Fedora's son.
Dudley.
Is he Dudley playing?
Yes, Dudley. He plays for Grosley.
But Grosley is out.
Yes, Grosley is out.
Oh, okay.
After 2nd round, they were out.
Dudley is a very impressive fast bowler.
Yes, yes.
It's promising. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So you have all these Charles families with some link from the Charleses from Millet.
Yes. Millet is the home of cricket.
So
Millet has produced so many wonderful cricketers.
Indeed.
So many wonderful cricketers.
So we
Hard
continue.
Hitting, leg spinners, off
Yes.
spinners.
We continue, ladies and gentlemen, in the APL Cepal Holding Chaz Knockout Tournament as we come to midpoint in that match in terms of overs. We're into the 10th over now, Pastor Morris.
Yeah.
And it appears if everything goes as we have seen, then Mount Olive will have an easy victory.
Comes in, ball shot, down the leg side, just walks straight. Simon, that's in.
So Dave Plummer is the new bowler right now.
Yes. Well, Dave must give the best performance of his life. 10 overs to go, they just need 30 odd runs. I don't think they can survive that. With all these wides. Here is Plummer. Bowled, shot, and the young man pushed that back to Plummer. That wide is Maiden. Pick it up, toss it back to Plummer.
Commentator Jean-Jacques.
So here is Plummer now. Turn around. Running from the south. Bowled again. Shot. I'll try to drive this. Miss it completely.
Umpire signals
Umpire
wide.
signal. It was wide. Georgie stands with his hand behind his back.
Pastor Morris, so far I must say that the umpires, they have been doing a very good job.
Very good
consistent with their calls.
Plummer bowls, and that is shot and slow. Pull back, and they're going for a single.
Oh, that was a quick single.
Yeah, that was a quick single. And Georgie is not happy with that single. Oh. must be on your tiptoes.
Yes, this is the
When
stage
you're
at the game now where Pastor Morris and Bonneuville, as you said, they have to be on their toes.
Yeah.
They cannot drop their shoulders now. They have to stay
Right.
in the game.
Yes. Come on, ball shot. And that is
That could
full
be
and
out
it's gonna
now.
be
That could be
caught.
out. Straight to Malcolm. And that's a good
Malcolm
catch.
takes the catch.
Yes.
And he signaled to the cameraman.
Yes, indeed.
It's out.
Yeah.
Good work.
He said, that's me. That's Malcolm here.
Yeah. So the third wicket goes down, and there's no sign of fear or any kind of worries.
So that was a young Lee Solomon.
61.
The score now is 61 for 3.
61 for 3.
So Faye and Moise now is going in.
Yeah.
Is that Faye and Moise? Yes, Faye and Moise, who had the excellent bowling of 4 overs for 5 runs. So he's now at the wicket.
Oh, yeah. 61. So 28 required. And
Pastor Morris, here is a special lady passing by us. Hi, good night. This is Zira.
a cricketer.
Yes, the young cricketer. West Indies cricketer, young under 19 West Indies cricketer.
Okay, good.
And very soon from now, Zeda will be making the West Indies senior team. She was on trials for
left
West
arm?
Indies. Yeah, left arm. She used to bowl medium pace, now she's spinning, but she's a great batter.
Okay. Plummer bowls. Oh, beaten outside here, some Georgie collects one. And dislodge the bills, all in anticipation that the dreaded finger would pop up. But the umpire shook his head and took a long walk to the bills, set them up correctly, and now he's backing his way into his position. No harm done.
But that was a very good ball by Plummer. It was a faster delivery also.
Let's go.
So you can hear Marius now on the field trying to encourage his players to stay alert.
Onto the pad and not out again. An appeal, not out. It's over. That is the over.
Yes, so the
that
10th
is
over.
The 10th, 11th?
11th
over.
Okay, 11th over.
So 9 overs to go. And 28 runs required.
So by all indication, if you have to give a prediction, we can say that Mount Olive, they're well on their way to victory.
Yeah. Well, the winning predictor is saying that Mount Olive 80%.
I will give them 85.
80%. And what's my other team?
Bonneuville.
Bonneuville, 20%.
Okay. Well, I'll give Mount Olive 85, and I'll give Bonneuville 15.
Yeah. And that will change in every over.
Yes, every over.
From now on, it will change in every over.
Yes.
So let's see what happens. It's up to Bonneuville now to do something. Bowls. Bitten, bowling. Hit the leg stump. Now the square leg umpire must help the umpire there, or he's walking. Chaz is walking. And that is again the leg spinner. And just dislodged the bills.
That was excellent bowling again, and then he just allowed the space behind him, expose his leg stump, and then the bowler did the rest.
Fantastic bowling. So dad replaces his son.
So now the predictor now. So I have gone up to 20 now.
Your predictor is moving too fast.
So we have the son who got out, Anil Charles, and now his father, captain and coach of Mount Olive, Mount Olive Grand Riviere. All right, so Uranius Charles now is at the wicket.
He takes the guard.
So Royce Paul is in his 4th over now. Okay, and so far he has collected how many wickets? 2 wickets. So Royce Paul so far is bowling an excellent
spell. I think that's his final over. Yeah. He comes in bowls. Lovely ball.
And that could be a wide.
Not out.
No.
No wide. So Paul has done a fine job here. It's not been expensive. A couple boundaries have been hit off his bowling. But he have come back. He's back. Bowling.
And that was a quicker one.
And
there could be a run out.
Oh. You must field it and throw it well.
Yes.
That
And
was
then
a-
usually in situations like that, Pastor Morris, you would need a direct hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you aim at the stump.
Well, it didn't happen. So 1 run. So the fielders move a little. They exchange position at long and long off, anticipating some severe blows.
So Royce
But-
Paul to fair
Royce
Moise.
Bobo, and he in for the drive, hit that, but straight to the man. Long off,
Uranus Charles
Pick
wants
it
a
up.
second run there, but there is no
no chance.
chance of a second run there.
So Paul is about to finish his allotted 4 over spell, and he comes in and bowls. Chaz come back and dabs, but it's not going to go too far, only 1. The end of the over. I think it is the end of the over.
One more ball to go.
Or one more to go.
And then as I told you earlier with the Chelsea's, this shot, dabbing it either through point, backward point, and then cover around that area.
They
That
love
is, yes, that is a favorite position.
Yeah. Comes in, bowls.
Oh, and it is going, and it is going, and it
And
is
that's
a
it.
6. That is a fine shot.
They
That is a fine shot.
The fielder was right there, but he
Yes.
just hit it good.
Yes, that was a great shot
Yeah,
indeed. Well timed, knowing that the bowler has been bowling so well. This is his last ball, and then he attacked him on the last ball.
Yeah.
That is I mean aggressive batting indeed.
Very aggressive batting.
So we are coming down now to the end of a match which we thought Pastor Morris would have been a little bit tight in terms of the maybe the struggle between the two teams. Let me
Yes.
put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, we expected that probably Bonneville would have scored a little bit more runs and then make it a lot more difficult for Mount Olives. But Mount Olives right now they are sailing through,
Yes, they are sailing.
and if it continues that way, they
It wouldn't be there too long.
no.
This is over number 12 completed, and the score is, I'll give you the score in a while, 70 for 4.
70
Yes, for 4.
for 4.
18, 19 required in 8 overs.
So Dave Plummer is the bowler, and then Uranus Charles, the captain. He's the batter. And then so Pastor Morris, the captain, will take the ship safely too.
To the harbour?
Yes, sir.
Let's hope so.
Let's see.
Ace Plummer to Captain Charles. Slower ball, and Charles, knowing that the victory is almost at hand, just step across and with a straight bat, soft bat,
Yes.
permit the ball to hit it. Here is Plummer, again to Charles, and Charles come back and hit that, but well stopped. Diving save at cover point. One more.
Yes, but Pastor Morris, I'm disappointed with the field placement for Charles. Knowing that this is his area, I would have put somebody either directly at point or backward point or in that area there.
For Charles, you must always let the cover field, the
Yes.
outside fielder. There must be a man running the boundary. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. You could have 5 out. They only have 4. Here is Plummer. Well, they drop him now. Plummer hit that straight. And they just throw 1. And they,
Uranus Charles is playing some tantimal cricket right now.
Tantimal,
Yes.
expressing
Yes.
his tantimal features,
Yes.
pretending to dash down the other side, and he's
Right.
nowhere.
Expecting that
He's
you
still
will
in the
now go
crease.
for another throw and then get an overthrow, and then he will go now for the run. That is Charles. He will always
So,
give you some
Here is
exciting
Plummer
cricket.
again to bowl to Charles. Full, and Charles misses it. It just got under the bat, the end of the bat.
That was a full ball that, if it was timed properly, could have gone easily for a 6.
And the umpire signal.
Signal,
It's
a no ball.
It's a no
Okay.
ball, so that's going to be a free.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I felt that one was a harsh
I
one
think
also.
so too, because the batsman came
Because-
out to meet
because
it,
what you
and
need
the
to
ball
understand
was
is
dropping.
that it is over the waist height. If the ball is waist height, it's not a no ball.
not a no ball,
It has
yeah.
to be over the waist height.
And the batsman was out of his crease coming down.
Right.
So you should have give thought to that. Comes in bowls.
And then it is in the head. Now it could be a catch.
Nobody will catch it.
Let us see. Oh my, could you believe this?
But it was a free hit.
Oh, a free hit.
It
Oh,
was
sorry.
a free
Yes,
hit.
yes, a free hit.
Yeah.
Yes, a free hit. Okay. So I got caught up in the excitement
but
of
he
things
should have
also.
taken the catch.
Yes.
Be in the
That's
habit of
Tony
taking the
assignment. Now that's why they tell you what you practice, that's what you will
That's right.
give at the game. So even though it's a free hit, you take the catch.
You take the catch, yeah. Plummer again to Chaz. Down the leg side, and he touched it. The umpire did not signal a wide, in the indication that they. Okay.
Umpire was just indicating, well, to find out if it was a no ball before he had signaled the wide.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
But that ball dipped, so
Yeah.
that was not
Yeah.
a no ball.
Yeah.
All right, but as I said, the umpires have been doing a good job, very consistent.
Very
with
good
their,
job.
with their calls. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's umpire Dennis Leo, King Caro, and umpire Barry.
The Plummer.
So we are getting down now to the end. 13 more runs to win, ladies and gentlemen. Mount Olives, they are well on their way.
Plummer
13 more
balls.
runs.
Down the leg
Chalo
side.
going
Hit
down
him
the
on the
leg
pad.
side. Appeal for an LBW, but Pastor Morris, we don't play LBW
Yeah.
in APL. So
Yeah. And it was clearly on the leg stump.
now you
so-
know a lot of players have been asking for LBW, but then we will not bring it in APL because it will cause too much
You will
confusion.
start
Because
needing protective gear and
Yeah,
umpire
and-
decision. You have trained umpires for that. Down the
Yes.
leg side, no run. Wide. It is a. Okay, the
Yes.
batsman indicated that the ball touched him.
Yes.
So it's not a wide.
Yes.
So the two umpires confer and they say it is the end of the over. Over number 13 completed.
Over number 13 completed and they are missing 13 runs, right, Madam Scorer? 13 runs.
So they are 75, 76. 76 for 4
So
after 13 overs.
And 13 more runs required. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are right
run.
here at the Balata playing field. Yes, it is exciting. APL Cepal holding Chaz knockout cricket.
And by the way, today's date. Remember what the date is? 22/2/22.
Yes.
22nd of February, 2022.
And it is, forget our independence, and
Yeah.
Lucia, 43rd anniversary of our independence.
So it's 22/2/22. Good luck.
So we continue. Nouvelle, they are moving briskly around the field, trying to change field placement. They are not giving up. It is still 13 runs to go. All right, 7 overs.
7 overs.
It
yeah.
is indeed almost an insurmountable task.
It is. It is.
All right, so they're climbing now.
You may need another 5 run for over spell,
Yes.
and that still will not help.
Well, what they may need now is what Mount Olive had done them, which was the 4 consecutive
Maiden overs.
maiden overs.
And
So-
that still
so that
wouldn't help.
may not help
Yeah,
also.
it's just 13 runs.
Yes.
With that, to
Okay, so
cover,
Tonya
and
Simon
there's one.
is back in the bowling, this time bowling from the southern end. And then he bowled to Fayan Moise, and a run was scored on that ball. Pastor Morris?
Yes, very, it's very predictable now.
Yes.
And I must admit
So-
that the winning indicator
Yes.
is 98-2.
Yes, 98. I agree with you this time. I agree with you. I agree with you.
98.2% both, and that is pushed by Charles. No hurry.
Yes. So we have now Tonya Simon. Very crucial stage at the moment. 12 more runs for victory.
Yes.
And then the game is coming down to the end, ladies and gentlemen. As Mount Olive, they are waiting now to
Simon,
secure
that is
that spot.
driven. Well stopped by Simon on his follow through. Charles hit that, but straight. And Simon just walked across and went low and stopped it. So there it's good to know that they're not giving up.
Yes.
They will make Captain Iranius and his team fight for every run. They've given too many wides.
So in he
Balls,
comes again.
Slow delivery, and that is just push. Made on, made off, and they take one.
Okay, scorer, how many more to win? 11? 7. Oh, 11, yes.
11 more to win.
11,
And the 14th over.
yes. All right, so 11 more to win, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sure now for Thursday night match, Pastor Morris, between Millet and Monrepo.
Comes in ball, and that is whipped, but
Full
that
ball.
is not going to go for the man right in the boundary. Come across, and they come back for the second. No, they decide against it. It's a good throw, and then the second is taken. The wicketkeeper did not collect. It went off his shoes, off his pad, and judge is indicating to the fielder where he should have been.
So single
For the
digit
backup.
now, Pastor Morris. So 9 more runs. Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming down to the end of this exciting match.
Shot, hit him on the pad. Faster delivery.
Tony Simon is still bowling at his best. Okay,
Yes.
still coming through. He doesn't want to just simply feel that we will just let them have it. So he is working hard to make sure that Mount Olive, they fight for the rest of the 9 runs that they require.
So it's the end of the 14th over,
84-4.
and the score is what?
84-4.
80 for 4. 9 runs required, and 6 overs required. We are on our way here.
Yes, so Plummer is continuing his spell. This might be his 4th over, Madam Preville. Yes, so Plummer is bowling his 3rd over. All right, he's into his 3rd over.
Yeah.
With 9 more runs, they're still making changes to the field placement. Let us see Plummer now. In he comes, passes the umpire, and he bowls to
Good ball.
Irenaeus Charles, who plays that ball. Pastor, take it from there.
And the ball was not push up the square, it was squeeze the bat and then the ground. And the batsman ran, not ran per se, jog across.
Now
As
if you
the
realize
fielder
that
ran in.
the fielders now, they have gone onto the boundary because Fayan Moise, he hits the ball
Very
much
hard.
harder than Irenaeus.
Yes.
So there is that change they have done. So in comes Dave Plummer, passes the umpire, bowls to Fayan Moise and Pastor Morris.
And he just knocks it down to the man at close, whitish mid-off.
Yes, that's Dalson there.
Yeah, very unfamiliar field placing, but I guess the score, the required rate is in their
Has forced
favor.
them now to
Yeah.
have that field placement.
Ball, and that is hit straight to the man. Whitish mid-off. Shot whitish mid-off.
Another dot ball again.
In
So
line with the non-striker. So a very unorthodox field place, I must admit.
So they have moved another player from the leg side. He's going straight to point at this time.
Yeah. So here is Plummer again. I worked hard this evening to over number 3 ball. Caught that, clear the gap, bit him, but there'll only be one.
They're thinking of
And
a
they
second.
coming,
In
they
he
are
comes.
coming.
There could be a run out. Oh no, but then the ball was thrown to the wrong end.
Yes. One more.
One more to the total.
Yeah.
So then 8 more for victory.
It must be less than 8.
Must be less than it. The score is 81, Madam Scorer. 82.
That's right.
So it's 7 more for victory.
Plummer, over number 15. Pitch up.
Oh,
Whip that.
full ball on
That
his pad.
is not going to go for 4. And the umpire signal it's 4. Full ball, and Irenaeus just work it around the corner. There's nobody down there.
For 4
and the ball
runs.
went into the boundary. That's 4 more.
Fine shot by Mr. Charles there.
Yes. 4 more.
Pardon?
3 more.
3 to win.
3 more runs to win, ladies and gentlemen. So here we have it. The possibility now of Bonneuville winning it is totally
Well,
maybe 0 at this
hit
point.
that
So he
and-
plays that ball now. It is going to the boundary. Will it go? No. And they have
Does-
run 1.
and the
They have-
umpire
oh,
signal.
it goes to the boundary for 4. And Mount Olives, ladies and gentlemen, they have won that match tonight, and they are in the final round of the APL Chaz Cepal knockout tournament. Bonneuville, they put a good fight to the end, Pastor Morris,
Yeah.
but then they did not have enough runs.
They did not
They were
have
short of
enough
about
runs.
30 runs.
They were short about 30, 40 runs is what
Yes.
I see. Bonneuville, Charles' team did there tonight. I think they were 40 runs
Come back a
short.
little, we could go.
And it is important that you always put a score on the board.
Yes.
And that gives your bowlers an opportunity to make mistakes and come back in the game. When you score that many runs, then there's no room to recover. 88 It runs on the board. You do not have room to recover.
No, to recover. And then you have to keep it tight all the time. And then we have to commend the spectators who joined us tonight, okay? Nouvelle, some of the young players, some of their family members and their friends came along and so on. So we had a few persons who came along to witness the game, and then we have now our viewing audience also. And as you said, Pastor Morris, we have from all around the Caribbean, people are watching the game. And then also after tonight, persons normally view it also. The last match, well, 2 matches ago when we check it, we had about 1,000 views already.
Wow.
Yes, 1,000 views already. So indeed the stream and the live matches, it is really working for us, APL. And then again, tonight we have to commend, first of all, Cepal Holding for sponsoring the overall tournament. And then now we have our sponsor for tonight, for the live stream of tonight, St. Lucia Insurances. We say thank you to the manager, Mr. Malika, and also the assistant manager, Mr. Marius Isidore, and also the team at St. Lucia Insurances for also coming through to sponsor tonight for us. And at the same note now, Pastor Morris, I want to encourage those of you who are watching me out there and listening to me, in case you want to be part of it also, you just give us a call, because you can have your establishment, your company, your institution be part of it also, where you support us with the stream. Okay, and then your company now will be advertised. And I have to commend Mr. Lance Octave, Lnostudios, where they are giving us these live matches, Pastor Morris, with not 1 cent profit for Lnostudios.
Wow.
It is at a bare cost, just simply administrative cost.
Amen.
These matches that we are having with the live stream, Mr. Lance Octave is doing it for us. At the end, when he goes home, he does not have any profit from it. So we have to thank Mr. Lance, his family and his team for really coming through for us, working with us in that partnership to really keeping us having the game live.
Very well. For good things to happen, people must show up and help. And what we're experiencing here at the APL is a number of houses, a number of individuals, a number of committee, a number of good people who come in together and say, yes, I want to be part of this great work. Over 300 young men.
Yes, let me just pause you for a while. We have the umpires who are passing through, umpire King Caro and umpire Barry. They did a wonderful job. Oh yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Great job, gentlemen. Yeah. Wonderful indeed. Yeah. All right.
So we have well over 300 young men who take part in the APL tournament, and we are very happy.
And then we are just seeing some young men, Jad Goodman and Tyrell. They play for DC United. These are some of the national young cricketers. Okay, so we'll see them in action next Monday.
That's right.
All right. But tonight now, we had now Mount Olive and Nouvelle. And then, as I said, at the end, it proved to be a very good match. But then...
well, a hard night of cricket?
Yes, it was. But first of all, let me just say congratulations to the Mount Olive team. I think they were the better team on the night. We were a little too slow to get off the blocks when we batted, and I think that cost us the game.
88 on the board. In second half, what did you say to your players?
Well, we just had to go in and put the pressure on, and I mean, at the end of the day, we did our best. We had 1 or 2 bad overs, which really brought them back into the game.
Yeah, what was the word now going into the field?
Well, going into the field was to keep bowl tight, build the pressure. And I mean, that's what we did. We just, in between 1 or 2 bad overs, cost us.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how many runs you post. Once you put it on the board, you have to defend it.
Yes, well, runs on the board is runs on the board. Yeah. And it's never over until the last ball is bowled or the last run is scored. As I said, we got off the blocks too slowly.
Yes, too slowly.
And when we fielded, we had 1 or 2 bad overs that really kept Mount Olives in the game.
Well, thank you very much for coming, and thank you for you and your team and your participation in the competition. I think 88 was not going to be good enough. You were almost 40 runs short, and I was happy to see the way you guys went out there and defended. 1 minute I thought you were going to push them right through, but somewhere along the line, as you said, a bad over, a 6 and a 4 can change chasing 88.
Yeah, but that's the game of cricket, and we just want to wish Mount Olive all the best going through to the next round.
Thank you very much, Mr. Calix. That was the captain of the losing team. Now we are calling for the captain of the winning team. Can we find the captain of the winning team? And the proud The proud Charles is here. Okay. Tell him come forward. No? Okay. A good night of cricket?
Definitely, sir.
Going into the game, what was the plan?
The plan was to restrict them under 100.
At the halfway mark, 88. What did you say to your players?
Did you say 88 when they were all out?
Yeah. After 20 overs.
I said to the openers, you all can do that without loss. Yeah?
Yeah. What would you attribute to bowling them out for 88?
Oh, you see, we don't come and just play a match. We have been training on our Granville field. Yeah? And the bowlers are coming out on the afternoon, the batters are coming out, and we are giving we are training. You know, that's what happened.
Batting, there was so much confidence in the men in the hut and the men out there. You lose 4 wickets, and that was an easy chase. How do you and your team feel going forward?
Oh, we are confident that we're going to reach. I predict before the tournament started that we are going to be in the final 3. Yeah.
Very, very positive.
Yeah.
I saw some wonderful things.
I'm there? Yes. Okay, I'm there. I'm told I'm there in the final 3.
That's right, you're there in the final 3. I saw some wonderful things tonight, and I really like your leadership and how you stand out with these young men around you and how you push them. I did not see you indicate any disgust or dislike. Everything wrong they did, there was an applause, which means it's not good enough.
Yeah.
And so high praise for you, high commendation for your leadership.
Thanks.
And the men around you, you have carried that far.
Thanks.
Thank you.
They are my former students, you know, at school. Yeah.
A teacher never loses his influence.
Very good. Okay, sir. Thanks.
Thank you. Well, Miss Preville will come. Most of the guys who play with Mr. Charles, they are his former students. And so the same influence that he had in the classroom, he has carried it out onto the cricket field, and they are doing wonders. Come. So now for our Man of the Match award, Miss Preville.
Good evening, everyone. Tough luck to the NOUVELLE team. Best of luck in the next competition. Congratulations to NOUVELLE on your victory this evening. Congratulations to the Mount Olive teams for your victory this evening. From NOUVELLE this evening, we had Royce Paul scoring 10 runs, bowling 4 overs, 2 for 17. Mount Olive, we had Lee Solomon with 11 runs, 3 overs, 2 for 25. However, this evening's man of the match for his all-round performance, 4 overs, 2 maidens, 0 wickets, 5 runs, and 13 runs not out, Fayon Moise. Congratulations.
That's Mount Olive, right? Come. Yeah. Right in the middle. Tonight we have witnessed 2 records in the APL at all levels, and you helped them achieve that. Number 1, 4 consecutive maiden overs, and number 2, 4 over spell for 5 runs. How do you feel?
I feel happy about that.
What was it like bowling there? Was the wicket spinning? Or?
No, it had a little piece on it, bounce. It was very fine ball, properly for me, getting the target and just keeping it.
So at every over, what did your captain say to you?
He said me keep it there and keep it going at it.
Well, I'm very proud of you, young man. I'm very proud to stand by you for this achievement, and I wish you all the best moving forward. Now we are moving in the tougher end of the tournament, where the non-losing teams are going to face each other. Yeah. And with the nature of the competition, one must go. How do you feel for the next match? What's the next match?
The next match, we're ready. Keep on trading and we prepare for it. Today was a training game for us, a usual training game.
Well, thank you very much, young man. He said today was a training game, and they are getting ready for the next match. Put your hands together for the young man.
Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, just before Pastor Morris would pray for us, just to remind you, Thursday we continue live once again. Millet, the mighty Millet, will be coming up against Division 2 Monrepo. Now Monrepo, they have some good national players now that have jolted them as a Division 1 team. So they are coming strong also. That's Thursday. Then on Monday, oh, ladies and gentlemen, if you had any other date or plan, you better change that and be here or watch us live, because it will be DC United. Yes, DC United. Okay, they are coming up against the mighty Calbas. That is Labey. All right, so that will be. And then now, and then by the end of this, then we will have the 3 teams that will go through. Then Tuesday will be the one. Next Tuesday will be the one semi-final, and next Thursday now will be the grand final of the Chaz Cepal knockout tournament. God bless you, Pastor. Over to you.
Wherever you are, let's pray. Let's pray. Our Father, we are so happy to have you as our God, a God who is faithful and loving, a God who looks down upon us consistently, a God who overlooks our ignorance and embraces us with a smile. Doesn't matter how bad we are, you still calls us to you. We love you dearly. Teach us to be patient. Teach us to wait upon you. Teach us to come to you every minute of our lives. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Good night, everybody.
Thanks. Great job, Pastor.